Hi YouTube, it's time for us to continue playing with pipes in the basement. This time we're actually probably not going to be too much in the basement. I imagine we're going to be putting out the rest of the refineries tonight, at least getting the upper level sort of placed, and then we can figure out how to plug it all together on the bottom. But for now, I definitely want to, damn, if it ain't gorgeous. It's all just lined up in a row. Okay. So I want to do, yeah, I do want to get the back of this set up. I love the way that these pipes are done. And then we've just got to figure out how we want to route these belts around, which I already know. We just have to actually do it. It's going to be a matter of getting this from the bottom and then pointing up. They all need to get merged and put into a carousel that's going to, I say carousel, it's going to get routed into an area where it can be sent out either to an awesome sink or to storage, which I'm going to do a lot of storage. Probably 3 full double containers. I think that we're going to have 3 double containers worth of plastic ready to go, 3 double containers worth of rubber ready to go. I expect this to be something where we are sending trains back and forth, but I want to have a pretty big stockpile of plastic ready to go until that happens. I don't know anything about the trains yet, so I really don't even know what I don't know. But I think that if we were to do them all right here, or perhaps, yeah, we do them all right here, where we have a door that goes into this, or, no, the alleyway, and then it's closed off, and we have our 2 shipping containers right here. We just need space to be able to get to them is the only problem. So I think we actually set it up where this is going to be plastic right here, because it has an opening here and an opening here. Well, it only needs 1 set of openings. Hold on. And that's the insert, and that's going to be here. Because we're going to put our containers along like this. And then we're just going to have an open door for each of them. Actually, probably should just do 1 double container, and it's plastic and rubber right next to each other. I think that's the best way to do it. This is so far back, too. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that being forward like this. It's cute. It's going to be right up against the edge. So when we put the wall in like this, it's going to be... There we go. And there we go. Nice. Hey, Crash. Good to see ya. Awoo to you too, friend. Okay, let's go for a belt. Let's get all this set up. 1 away from the edge. There we go. 1 away from the edge, because then we'll be able to do our elevator off of it, which then goes. Frankly, I think this one's going to come in from that side, and this one's going to be rubber, which is going to come in from the... Shit, it's also going to come in from the back. Let's just have both of them... Let's just have them do this. We'll be good. Fucking weebs in chat. Okay. Perfect. I'm dying. Alright, so we got this ready to go. This is where our final deposit of materials are going to go. We just have to get something lined up where we can belt across this. And we just have to standardize it after that point. So let's go ahead and get an elevator. It's not going to want to line up, but it will have to. So it's going to be right here. I just don't know how forward it needs to be. Let's do at the back. Rotate it like this. We'll do, okay, no, we'll do 1 on this side. Oh, barely. Oh, shit. How high does it need to go? You know what, we're just going to have to get up there, and the first one, we're just going to have to look at it. We're just going to have to look at it and judge. Luckily, it lets us do this. Lets us run away from it and then come back. Okay. We'll get back here. It's like when you need your friend's help to know if the painting is straight. Okay, there we go. And then we should be able to put these together. It's going to go backwards. Fuck. No, we need the rest of the belt already laid out. Okay, yeah, so we need the rest of the belt laid out because this has the direction. So when we put an elevator off the end of this, we should be fine. So we're going to have to build the system backwards in this case. Bit inconvenient, but it is what it is. We'll figure it out. Merger. So we're going to have 4 total things coming in and merging. So you two are going to merge. You're going to merge probably, well, I don't know if there's a proper center between you. Probably right there. Right in the center of this, which is cool. Okay, and then we'll put this... I'm not sure yet how I want to do that. But we'll do this one, and then this one's going to go right here also. Not in the center. This one's not going to be in the center. This one's going to be right off of the center. It's not going to be perfect. What? It's going to be right over the line. Okay. Right over the line. It's going to need to point back so that the belt can come out and turn, hopefully have enough room to go this way and then into another merger. This one needs to be redone. To the back. And then between them, which is like an awkward spot. Maybe we just do it like this. Just have it like that. And then, yeah, we belt between these guys. Yeah, we could do that. This is going to belt back. Come this way. It clips too much. Okay, we're going to rotate this one. We're going to rotate this one. Don't worry about it. It's going to work. We really could just... We're going to have 2 elevators going into this and then it comes out. But we can have these 2 elevators come out this way. And then do this. And just connect to this guy. And then we don't need to merge this anymore, because those 2 will be pointing into that side, and then we're fine. This just goes out and connects to this, which we'll probably have this rotated the other way around, just so that we can keep this nice. There we go, so we have to do 2 left. And then that's enough for the turn. Take that off. Yeah, here we go. This is going to work out well. Because we don't always know, exactly how this stuff is going to end up routing to each other. Okay, so this is enough for us to be able to put both of these sides plugged in, both of those sides plugged in, and then that goes into plastic. This will be our first guy's plastic. No, this one needs to be rubber. Why does it need to be rubber? It doesn't really matter. No, this one needs to be rubber. It's interchangeable. It doesn't really matter. The reason it needs to be that is that we're going to have residual rubber that needs to plug into this line before here and the exit. We also need to have a splitter that's going to diverge once this is full. It's then going to diverge onto smart splitter, which I don't think we have the thing, but we'll remember that we need to put those on. Yeah, and then that will take it to an awesome sink. So that's good. Okay, so we got that figured out. Let's get this guy figured out. Need to put this back. It's going to be right. Do we have the belts up there? I don't think we do. This one's going to be right in the middle of the tile. And it's going to point out left? Left? No, it's going to put... This one's going to point out forward. The other one's going to go right here. Right in the middle. This line right here. Okay, it's going to do that. So this one's going to point forward. Actually, this one can point back. No, back didn't work. No, we had to do forward here. The other one goes out the back. This one goes out the forward. That's fine too. They both need to be forward. So we gotta figure it out, man. It's taking me brain some extra time. Well, this is gonna be fucked. It does ultimately need to get to the back here, doesn't it? Going back didn't work because of this hole right here. What if? What? Can you not? Bitch! No! Ah, God! I didn't use it! This dude's doing economic damage, and is also hurting my soul. Alright, sorry. That's also how I react to literally any bug. Just so you know. There we go. Yeah, I need a bug zapper. I think I'm holding one, but it's not as effective. Yeah, I was going to take this out and do a normal pole support, or maybe even just get rid of this and just have the pipe. I think I like the pipe. I hope that that works. And if we just have the pipe there, then we can redo this one again. Because this seems weird for it to go back just to go forward again. So let's redo all of this. Hi everyone, welcome to my stream. Everything we've done for the last 5 minutes, redo it. I want them to come from the forward side. I want them to be uniform in that way. So if we have both of these guys, let's see, should go right here, I think. Nope, this one. It's this one. I want to be able to bring this belt here and then go into the back, as opposed to the other way around. Actually dying. Okay, let's do that. Because I still think that's really cute. I just want it flipped so that it can go forward like this. So let's figure out what's even with it. We'll say it gets to right there. So we'll do that. And then we'll bring that up. 2 over, 2 forward. And then that connects. And then we should honestly just be able to plug it in like this and it should be straight. It's not. So it's going to need more to turn than that. Which is good to know. So, I couldn't get away with that, but I could do it here. Okay, let's put that there. Not there. Probably should route it backwards. Because I don't always feel like I know the proper distance. I just want to be able to turn it. Okay, that's good. So then we know where we need to line it up here. That's it, right? Yeah, that's it. And then back 2. And then that should just go straight in. All right, perfect. Okay, so now that's handled. We come back and we put our smart splitter right there somewhere, and then that's fine. So now we should be able to get these guys up. Take that up. Oh shit. We're gonna need a belt that extends out. That's right. On probably both sides. Maybe not this one. Uh-oh. It's too far over by like 1 unit. Okay. That's good to know though. Listen, this is the trial and error. This is the trial and error. Okay. And if we could find a... Pretty sure that's right. Nope, it's too small. Fuck. God damn. Do you get up there? There. That's gotta be right. Okay, so we've got that. That's in. So now the question is, when we do this, how far off are we? If we moved... Keep the elevator there. We're gonna move this over yet one more. Yet one more. Believe it or not. One more. So it's gonna end up right here. I'll have to reconnect this with the belt, and that's fine. We'll need to do a belt over here as well. How far is it, though? Because if we do that, and we do an elevator off it, I think this pushes too far. The question is, how far do we put this belt in order to get it to go the right spot? And I think, like... I mean, that's 1 unit. Uh-oh. Fuck. Fuck. There we go. No, that's on. That's on. Cool. See, that's in line. I'm guessing right there. Seems fucky, but we're going to keep it. Okay. So we've got this belt here. We've just got to get them connected. So we can get rid of this belt now. And we just direct connect these again. But now we know what the distance is for both sides. One of them is nicely connected. The other one is not. But we know that we need to move this one over. Not from the center, but it needs to be actually on the line. And then it will have a proper connection between both sides. Yeah, it is too short. Okay. So, oh shit, now we gotta do this again. God damn it, dude. Okay, 1 unit is all. Take that up. Do 1 higher than you think you need. And then hopefully that... There's no way. Now it's too high. Fuck. I'll just have to... Okay, I'll have to get up there and connect it. I know, Tim and we're constantly joking about Major having to come back and shift everything by one. Constantly. It's always happening. Okay, see that looks fine. That one's good. Now we connect it. I suppose now that we know that it works down here, and this does work, it just isn't pretty. Like, this isn't pretty, the fact that it's off. Yeah, I mean, that works. I don't like that this side's doing it this way. I really don't. I really don't. I want to get rid of that, too. Let's do the same thing on both sides. It's not nice, but it works. And right now, that's going to be... There we go. There we go. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can measure the height. That's right, Crash. Nice. If only I could actually... Oh, see, no, that's it right there. It's the last 16. It's right before it goes to 18. Okay. So I'm only using 16 steel for that. Nice. Okay, so we've got this. They're uniform. Unless you look really closely, it's going to be fine. If you look really closely, though, you're going to throw up, and it's going to be awful. Okay, so we need to get rid of this because we don't actually know where this thing is going to go in the end. That's probably going to be right there, though. Okay, so if we do 1 unit of belt over. Just 1 unit, that's all. Okay. 1 unit and then up, and that works. Right before 18. I mean, that looks right to me. Nice, Crash. Yeah, we can redo the belts into the lifts. That's right. I just don't want to. There we go. Okay, so we've got those up. Those are together. Now we can belt these motherfuckers. Now we can do it. Before, not possible. Now, very possible. And as it turns out, this didn't have to move at all. Perfect. Exactly equidistant is what we're looking for. Okay, cool. Nice, that's in. So now we just got to do the other side, which... I mean, maybe this is just right. Let's go ahead and put this 1 unit out. But, like, once we figure it out, we know it, and we don't have to worry about it again. This one was a guess, and it ended up needing to be shifted over by 2 units. So let's go ahead and do that. We got a merger that's going to point to the back. And it's going to be right there. Pretty sure. Let's do 1 belt out. Just 1 unit. Just 1 unit. Okay, and then up. This feels off. This feels too far over. Yeah, by quite a bit. Interesting. Because they should be on the same markers. Let me go see what the marker is on this one. It should be, oh, wait, yeah, it is right over the line. Never mind. It's right over the line. That's what it was looking at, but then I was sure that it was supposed to go the other way. Okay, so we've got it there. We need it right over the line between these two. There we go. 2 whole units off, I know. This is a major special. Okay, 16 right before 18. Turn it the right way. Perfect. Yeah, okay, we're good there. I feel like I'm getting attacked. Bitch! Go away. Got him. Should only be 1 more out there. Oh! And then there's this motherfucker. You know what? I probably do have the health to kill. Don't look at me. I should get out there and try and kill it. I have 4 of these. Why not? That way I don't have to be afraid of this. I've been afraid to go out here this whole time. Whoa, he's a big boy. As long as I don't have to fucking swim, we're fine. Is he dead? What a bitch! I thought he would last longer than that. Always fucking disappointed. Now I can claim this oil too. Yeah, there's 1 more impure, then I think there's God, there's another one out here somewhere. There are 3 total. It's not this. this over here. I can't remember where exactly they are. Oh, the third one's way over there. Yeah. Impure here. Yeah, we are super imperialist. For sure. Do you like that parkour? Fuck you. That was great. Okay. So we got that in there. This is pretty good. So this is ready to go. Not getting attacked now, so that's fantastic. Okay, that's in. Right before 18. Perfect. Okay. So now we just got to get these guys put together. Okay, and we probably will have to delete that belt. So we're going to get this one out. It's going to go a little bit... It's going to go a little bit further. Actually, no, you know what? We're going to have to bring it up anyway, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring it in line with the other belt, which I believe is right here. Okay. Right there. And then we're going to actually use stackable conveyor poles to get it to the altitude it needs to be. Which is going to be, by this point, should be up. Yes. And then it will continue across until this point. And then it will merge up here. And then it will continue until this point, where it will then go down and then connect into the plastic line. Or the plastic line. Perfect. And I think that because we have this open port here in the back, the residual plastic will plug into the here, right there. So it just goes into the main line. So we have this open port ready to go. Yeah, look at that. And it gives room for the pipes too. This is my favorite thing. Okay. Yeah, we're being much more careful about our pipe work here, or our belt work. Yeah. And look at that. It's just a beautiful connection there. I do want to get a regular conveyor pole right there, though. It just feels better to have that there. There we go. Nice. Oh. Oh. Okay. Beautiful. I'm very happy with this. Okay, so all of that is linked. We just got to get that side set up, but we're going to do the same thing with the pipes that we did on this side. So I suppose we could do that. We just need to get up there and link it all together again. There we go. So Timon, are you still playing? I haven't seen any updates from your spaghetti factory lately, so I'm curious where you are. All right, yeah, we didn't do anything over here. Okay, so we've got to get belts. Actually, no, we're just doing elevators right at the edge. And then turning them around. We're not belting at all here. Okay. We can go ahead and get these connected too, just so that they're done. Okay, and now, all we gotta do is start working with the pipes, which is cool. We'll do that, let me see exactly how I did it over here. Yes, one from the edge, and then they connect to each other, and then we split them downward. Oh, nice, Timmy. Good. Glad to see you're still playing. Okay, got that. That. Yeah, I'm really fond of how this oil is set up. Okay, you two connect. You two connect. Eh? Oh, I'm poor. Fuck. Okay, let's go get some more. Yeah, I'm about to be poor. Every time. I don't look, because I'm like, well, I either have enough or they're going to tell me I don't have enough, and then I'll go grab more, you know? Okay. Still poor, but maybe, just maybe. Ah, not quite poor enough. Don't have to go back yet. Soon, though. Very soon. Okay. There we go. Nice. Got that set up. Now what we're going to do is get our splitters in there, and I just love that I can do these splitters that it's on an existing pipe. That just makes it so much nicer. So if we get that just about centered, it's going to look great. Good enough. I could sit around here and play with pipes all day, dude. There we go. But eventually, wait a minute, I didn't rotate it. Shit. But eventually, you gotta get back to work, you know? So. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I completely forgot to rotate them. There we go. And now, we just get them connected to each other. And then we add one more splitter right down the middle. Then this does a spaghetti elbow bend where we're going to have to get rid of this belt here. This does... comes down just like that. Just to make sure that it's not... so we want it up 2 units? Is it 2 units that it goes up or just 1? Oh god, I think it's 2. Let me see. Oh god, I don't know. It's one of these. I can replace this with a stackable, and then we'll see. I'm pretty sure that's right. That looks right, but I'm gonna make sure. I want it to be absolutely... See, it's not right. No, it is right. Okay, never mind. It's right. Shit. But that doesn't really matter because we're gonna take it from that point, and we're gonna route it around. So we actually need to backwards from this tank, where it's gonna be 3 units out, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 units out, and then it goes. How many units forward? Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the 10th. Okay, which seems to be a standard unit at this point. We're seeing that number repeat. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. 10. Yeah, that's not right. Something about this is off. Is this not centered properly? Because it should be perfectly centered. Oh, yeah, the oil is... Yeah. That's fine. The pipes are shifted. The pipes are shifted. So, if this guy is right here, yeah, then we need this to be right there. Back one more. But right on that line. Then you come in from here to here. You go to there, and we get rid of this. And then that should be fine. Hopefully that flows. If it doesn't, then we'll see. Heavy oil into the pipe. Now this will connect into the tank, and now the tanks are all connected. They're ready for the residual fuel. Oh, nice. Okay, so we got that. Let's put this belt back, and then we are hooked up. We're just gonna need to get some. AI limiters in order to put these splitters in there, the smart splitters. All right, rubber, plastic. Yeah, that'll be good. It would be tight, but I'm curious if we'd be able to get the walkways in there. I think it'd be too tight. Yeah, because it's kind of off. It's kind of off. It almost looks like it would be built into the walkway. Hear me out here. Okay, never mind. I can't go through those. Shit. So let's go take a look at our handiwork here. Got all that set up. Both of them are set up as well. That's beautiful. Yeah, all ready to go. Let's get these guys set up for plastic. Not residual. I always click on that one because it's the bigger plastic icon. Can't quite reach this. Okay, plastic. No. Okay, we're fine. Plastic and plastic. This one's going to be rubber. This will also be, this will be rubber. There we go. And rubber. And last one, rubber. Perfect. Okay. So we've got all that set up. We'll probably just put railing on the back of this. That are walls. Probably more likely walls. Then, I believe it's going to be time to turn them on once you get them powered. the power node is on the back here, so we're probably going to route power either, yeah, just along the back wall here is where we'll route power through the whole thing. So that's good to know. Okay, and then these guys are going to be set up just for fuel, just straight fuel. Let's see, there we go. Because if you recall, it's an if. We were using a plan. I'm going to pull it up so I can share with you, just in case you forgot the plan. So we are right now getting plastic, rubber, and fuel connected. They are piped into the crude oil depository that we have, which is pulling in 480. Once we get our other pump jacks up, it'll be pulling in 480 crude oil per minute, which will get divided evenly between the 3 types of initial outputs. Initial production stages, which is just fuel, plastic, and rubber. The rest of the setup is in blue, which is going to be taking their residuals. We take the resin from the fuel, we turn it into residual plastic because it will be a 1-to-1 consumption. That will all go into the plastic bin, and any excess will be sent to an awesome sink so that the machine is always functioning. Then we have our heavy oil that comes from our plastic and rubber output. That will be used for residual fuel to be put into the fuel tank, which will give us a total constant output of 240 fuel per minute. Which will then power 20 generators even, which is great. So along with the rubber as well, we will awesome sink any excess. So it's going to be good. We're just getting that set up right now. So that's where we are right now, is getting our fuel machines plugged in. Hey, itty bitty kitty committee, good to see ya. Okay, cool. So we've got that set up. Now we just need to get the pipes out of here, which we'll do the same thing with the one output pipe, because I really just like bringing these together. I think it's real fucking cool the way that we're doing that, especially if it's going to be symmetrical all the way down. So there is, again, a physical output and a liquid output. I feel like it should be right there. We'll do one back. Okay, you two can connect. You two connect. Okay, and then let's do our first splitter here. How close am I to pour? I'm not paying attention. I still have 59. We're good. That's beautiful. I really kind of like doing it better from up here. It's a better angle. Okay, cool. And we got that. Connect to you guys. In we go. This thing's so nice because we don't have to estimate half. It's half, you know? It's just so good. Yeah, I know junctions snap to walls, but I like that it automatically bifurcates the pipe there too. Like it does what I need it to do. Because we talked about initially having to use walls to get them to turn like this, but then Runesun told me you could put them directly on the pipe and rotate them, and it'd be fun that way. So this is really good. Okay, so we've got that set up, and now we just need the output pipe, which we're going to do the same thing we do every day. And probably fuck it up 2 or 3 times and then figure it out at the last minute. All right, let's put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. I just love that they're all uniform. That's what makes it so appealing to me, is that everything is uniform. All 3 machines can be serviced by the exact same ductwork and pipe work. It's just so nice. Okay, so we know what this is going to look like on the bottom now, and especially because they are all perfectly aligned the same way. Whatever is going to be like in the middle of this right here is going to be in the middle of this relative to the position of all 3 sets, so like it's good. I found this to be fine, but yeah, I could see where, because it doesn't snap to the center of the pole, you just kind of have to eyeball it there. I could definitely see that being a problem, but no one's going to look at this and be like, that's 1/10 of an atom of a pixel off, you know? It looks effectively centered. And it works well enough, too, because it gets adjusted here. This is where if it's off by even the slightest bit, then this pipe will be kind of askew, but you'll never really see it. It ends up working out, I think. It's one of those beautiful moments where we can fudge it, and no one's going to ever be the wiser. Yeah, 2/10, that's right. 2/10. Okay. And this comes down and back, and we know that 2 works now. We know that 2 works now. We want to put it right there. think. 2 from that edge, but we want the actual... So there's edge, 1 edge, 2 edge. We want this back so it's a vertical pipe. It goes up 2 units. And then that should be correct. Yeah, see, it's fine. And then we get rid of this, and because we won't be using it, it'll get in the way of the mergers. And then from here, well, is it going to go back? It could just go forward. Unless we want to put a tank line. Unless we want to put our fuel tank line down here. Where do we want to put our generators? I think we put them on the other side of this. Like, we incorporate this, we build around it. Is this centered at all? Well, we build it where it's centered. Yeah, it is pretty well centered to this platform. Look at that. Here we go. I don't know if I would want more complex electronics, Timon, but I do think it would be cool. More complexity in factory games. Factory games is always going to be something that's good. I want logic systems like we have in Factorio, where it could be like, oh, this box meets this condition, whether it's full or it has a fifth of its inventory available. Send a signal that could turn on other machines so that the factory manages itself based on those parameters. Man, that could be great. Yeah, I think we do. I think we do our tank line here for fuel. I think so. Or perhaps. Do we add the tank line here and somehow get the fuel line back into this? That wouldn't look very good. We'd have to go all the way around just to come back in again. Unless we bring it this way and it comes like this and it comes around this way, wraps around, goes into the tank line here, into the back of the tank line, because we just fill this back area with tanks. And then on this side, the fuel goes out to the thing there. Not for now, though. I do think I need to figure out where I want the tanks to be. I think, honestly, this could just plug into a tank. Why not? Why worry about a tank line? We shouldn't need a line that should be getting used. We only want the 1 buffer, if any. Yeah, I think just 1 buffer, if any. Then we just do that. That should be enough. We should just plug straight in there. It's a little bit askew. Let's bring it forward. It's in line with the others, but it's not what we're looking for. Okay, it needs to be here. Pretty sure that will be correct. Nope, still wrong. God damn it. At least the alignment's good. Let's put it there. Let's try this one. There we go. Got it. Nice. Yeah, it looks good. And then this is fuel out into the power system. We just run this down the center. I think we get to wherever like right here, we split it left, that goes to 10 generators. We split it right, that goes to 10 generators down the flank. I think it's beautiful. And then we just build a building on the other side of this, where we build sort of bridges around it. Probably bridge starting here, where the pipe work probably goes right overhead. Do we want to do pipe work going overhead? I think so. Okay, so we can have this, because we know it's going to go, so we can turn it like this. Just like that. We do another one. We're going to probably use stackables at this point. We're only going to have 1 pipe going through right now, so I don't think I want to do stackables, because it does really communicate the idea that we're stacking them. We can do this one all the way up. This one goes all the way up, and then it goes all the way down, because we know that it's going to be used here. This will actually be a port wall right here, so let's go ahead and get that set up. We know that there is going to be a port wall right under this, so let's get our wall here at the bottom. We're probably going to put a door here, right under the port wall. That's going to need to go up even more. Okay. Maybe we do have to do the stackables, just because it's going to be the only one that gives us height. Although, if I'm not mistaken, if I put down one of these manually, No, never mind. It works that way with the belts where you can get more height on the belt. Oh, Timon, yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah, for the power. I also think it's a little weird that everything can be run off of one wire. Yeah. That would be interesting to have to evenly divide out your power distribution. You can't overload any one wire. You'll have to, because there's in Feed the Beast, back in ye olden days, you would have a voltage, and there would be a maximum voltage from your power generators through your wires, and every machine would have a maximum voltage. It couldn't be exposed to a high voltage wire because it would blow the machine up. And you had to have higher tier wires as sort of the core conduit that you would branch off smaller wires from that would take the proper voltage out to your actual machines. I thought it was really cool. So with this, it's going to be a little bit unfortunate. I think we're going to have to... Let's just see if stackables... If the stackable pipe gets us up there... Yeah, 2 stackable pipes gets us there. I don't know what I'm going to do there, though. I do wish... Like Timon is just saying, I do wish that there was a... I do wish there was just like a... Just a pole. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3. It has to be 3 away. It's 3 space. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And that's definitely how electricity is in the real world. But just even if it's a simplified version, I think that having to build around that it's a layer of complexity I think would be welcome to a lot of players. No, that looks fine. Oxygen not included I found to be, frankly, shallow. I didn't enjoy it very much. Unfortunately. I wish I had, but no, I didn't. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. We're actually going to ramp up from this point. You're going to have to trust me, okay? Full trust. If you don't trust me, then this all goes to hell real quick. And what I mean by shallow is there came a time when I understood what the game ultimately boils down to, and then I was no longer interested in that. Bye, Timon. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Thanks again for the prime sub. Okay. Ugh, stop throwing me in the water. Once I figured out how that works, it was just no longer fun. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna have a landing. You have to trust. If you don't trust me, you'll never understand. You'll never understand the joy that we're about to share. Because there is about to be some joy. Okay. Because then this can come off of this guy right there. Here we go. Nice. And now we just got to build up to the front, which at this point, it should... I get the magic pixel. There we go. We should be able to pull this forward. And yeah, it doesn't intersect with the thing there. We'll definitely be using some... what the fuck are they called? Pillars. Right at the bottom of the stairs, and then for the rest of the platform here. Oh, it's going to be cool. Going to be real fucking cool. I'm really excited about this now. Because we're going to have the pipes are going to be run up this way. They're going to be right off the side here. I'm going to put we're going to split it right here. Probably put the support right there. We're going to split it down the middle. It's going to come down to the ground level, attached to a wall support right there. And it's just going to run up the side just like that. And then it's going to come up again. Up, and then it will go forward. Because the generators, I think, if I could just place one, even if I don't have the money for it right now, I don't think I have the stuff for it. I believe... No, these guys are going to be 3x3, okay. That's still fine, because I definitely want one more space than what's here. You could also pull it in by one. That would be fine, too, because we have a lot of random space here. Actually, that's great. No, let's do that. We don't need to push this out more. I kind of would like to, but I think it's also cool if we don't have to. Okay, so let's do this. It's going to be the back end where the generators poke out at the end. It's so cool that we're going to get to actually incorporate this into our build. This is just so cool to me. Because this is going to be the balcony. This will be a glass wall right here, since this is a hallway. It'll be a glass wall where you don't really see anything, but you can see into the distance all of the power buildings down there. Oh, it's going to be so good. Okay. Yeah, I want to get the pipe routed. Well, okay, no, we're going to need to get them to the center again, but I do still want them to be two separate pipes. They're going to get down here to the middle and be two separate pipes. Yeah, and I think at this point, we actually... Do we ramp up again? I think we get rid of all this. I think we actually raised this platform. Not here. I think... Just trying to plan out in my head where the walkways are. Okay, hear me out. We're gonna do this. We could probably leave these platforms here, and we'll just do like a double ramp up somewhere, wherever we can, or just leave it. I think that'll be fine. Okay, so let's do a ramp here. Because we come up from here like stairs, right? And then we can go left to go up. We go straight to go up onto the walkway where the generators begin, right here. We'll have a walkway, and then the generators will start on this tile. Our first 3x3 generator will start right here. I think. We might push them in one more and have a balcony. I think we'll do that. We'll push them in one more and have a balcony. Which means that it actually starts here, here. Good, good, good. Okay, so the generator will be centered on that tile right here. So we come up from the stairs. We have a walkway across that we could do. Eventually get to a catwalk. This is a balcony that goes on the outside of the building. Which is fine. Because we will... This will be outside too. This will also be balcony. I think that... we do a... Yeah, we'll do this here. We'll do that there. Because there's going to be a wall along this where there's a door. So this is balcony to balcony. And then we can go inside here. So there'll actually be a door right there. Sorry, I know it probably didn't make any sense until I've actually put it down. That's why I'm trying to build as I go. Yeah, there we go. And then we have solid walls through. Probably needed to go up one more so that the walls are solid, but... It'll be fine. We'll just... No, that'll be good, because that'll give us another half length. Okay, Yeah, we'll just need to bring this up one more on the inside. So we are definitely going to get rid of all these bottom platforms. So instead of... Yeah, we still do this, but I think it goes up one more. Hear me out, chat. Still think it goes up one more, which means we do that. This actually gets pushed back. Again. 2, 3. I just want it to have ample space. It's a mess of platforms right now, but soon it will be beautiful. There we go. So there's that. There's this. So now it's going up to the height that we want. That way, when I do walls in the future, they're not like a half unit off from these. They'll be fine. Okay, so that's good. Let me go ahead and get into the water, at least down somewhere, and get rid of all the lower level platforms. Yeah, just all of them down here. It's not that many, but they all need to die. Not that one too, but you know what I mean. Here we go. This one over, and then there's a lot of the middle ones aren't needed either. But I think they're going to be fine. This is going to be... It's going to be a big open area. This whole area right here in front that isn't used. I think we'll just use this for storage. And probably put a bunch of fuel tanks over here just to have them, just for funsies. Just for funsies. Maybe a bunch of capacitors we could do. But, like, we need to get rid of these guys. These guys need to go. I think for now these go. think those guys go. Those go. We're not going to keep that for now. I might do double ramp. I think I'll end up doing double ramp. This will be inside a wall. Get up here, and this is where we can actually get to service the... Yeah, because this will be here. And then this should go to a catwalk. So hear me out here. There's a wall there, right? Yeah. Okay. Hear me out. So then this actually starts where the other set of generators begins. So there's only one space in between. Okay, good, good, good. This is good. So let's go ahead and get this 3x3 down just so I know this is where the next generator goes. And then let's make it symmetrical on both sides. We're going to have, let's see, that'll be balcony. That'll continue balcony. I don't know how big it's going to be. We're going to have 10 generators on this line just going all the fucking way down. So that's going to be 30 tiles because we're not going to put space in between them. So this is 3, 4, 5. $15. 20. 25. 30. And then one for the balcony. Okay, so now... Wow, look at that. That's good. God, this is going to be gorgeous when you see it from a distance. Oh, when you're coming through the hypertube, we're going to probably get the I wanted to run the hypertube on a... We're going to have a cannon. It's going to be beautiful as we're getting shot over the cliff. But yeah, no, this is it. We can, at this point, what we want to do is the central line. It's going to be, oh God, Jesus. Good reaction time there, me. We're going to do this. You got to go. You got. This is where the two main pipelines are going to run down the center. And this is where all of they'll get split. They'll be sent up to service the next machine. I think what I'll do is probably have the pipe split here, go around, and then actually get merged again. It'll be easier to have one pipe running down the middle, and then it gets split here, and it just goes up, left, and right. And we should have the headroom too, because the producer of this, ultimately where all of the power... We have 10 meters high from this point, which is higher than the floor over there, so we should never have problems with getting enough headroom. It should be fine. Okay, so now we know that this is going to be like a 2x2 of spare space, where I think we put 2 capacitors maybe. We just stick some capacitors over here for fun, or maybe this is where we put the cannon back. Maybe we fire the cannon off the top of this thing. Could make it. It'd be hard to put a cannon here, but like we could do it. And maybe we fire through this. Yonk right through that. That'd be a good angle. That'd be a damn good angle. Okay, anyway, let's not worry about cannons right now, but we know that this space is going to be used like this. We know that we're going to have a ramp up here, so let's go ahead and add this here so we can put the ramp. Okay, and then this should be... off the back of you. Okay. And we get rid of this excess right now because we don't know if we're going to keep it. We don't know how much we're going to keep. Eventually, we're going to go on the bottom side, and we're going to add supports. We're going to add pillars. We're going to then add any additional foundations that are needed to give sort of a visual continuity between the layers. I know this is probably going to end up both being double ramps. In fact, let's go ahead and do it. We're here. We know what we're going to want to do. We know there's going to be double ramps. We might as well do it. Probably the same here. There's going to be double ramps. Let's just go ahead and make it happen. It's just easier if we take care of it now. Especially because it's already double ramps on the other side. Like, let's not play games. We know. We all know. Okay, there we go. And you. Back of you. There you go. Okay, and then this one starts here, actually. That's what I thought, so let's do it this way. Very, very nice. It's very satisfying, isn't it? Yeah? To see this coming together, and we've built a pretty nice little plaza. What's beautiful about that... Hey, Flat Rice Noodle. Good to see you, friend. Welcome back. What's really beautiful about this to me, the most important thing, is that we have found somewhere that we can center a structure around a natural fixture. Just perfectly lined up. And imagine this, it's so perfectly centered too, right? Look at this. It's so perfectly centered to the stem that this was just complete happenstance by the first platform I put down over there. Absolutely fucking gorgeous. And it's extremely well organized, and it's extremely well laid out too. I'm very particularly proud of this build. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna do probably a catwalk down the middle. I think if we can fix it, just actually down the middle. Let me see. Actually, because I know that there's a ramp here. See if we can do a ramp there, a ramp up. And then let's see if we could do just straight forward and see if we're able to get a pipe through here. That's the goal. That's the hope. But we have this, and we could just run down the center if we want. But then also come down here and do this. Which I would love to think that we could... Shit, is that what we do? Hear me out, okay? I'm going to show you something. Don't crash me. I want to show you something, okay? Just hear me out. I have a platform, okay? We have hypertube entrance. This is a cross-section from the side, okay? Hypertube entrance, right here. It does this. A nice slow down. Then it goes up and winds about this way. And then cannon. Just like that. Right on where this catwalk is. And we do our capacitor and our switch setup. We do our capacitor because we have this right now where it's... We have like where the center line is, that's where the cannon will be, and this is where generators are, this is where generators are. We have our catwalk, so this is our cannon. But we can have it connected where there's a switch, and then our capacitor is right on this side. I think that's great. I think that's exactly what we do, and we just aim this to be able to go right under the flower. I think that's exactly what we're doing. I got no other use for this. Though we're not going to want that right now. We're going to want to probably build the cannon first, and then all hell's going to break loose if we can't get pipes in there also. Because we'll want to build the walkway where... Because we can't build the supports for the hypertube network. We can't build them on top of the walkway, but we can build them on top of platforms. So we could do this, and then we build the hypertube section that we want to do. And then that's it. And then that works. We just have the entrance right here on the other, because the pipes are going to go... The pipes are going to come up, and then they're just going to go forward like this. But we can have a walkway that's right up on top of it, like a ramp here. That's probably what we'll do, is we'll have a ramp like this. One right here, one on the other side. Just like that. And then they will come together for one unit. Not you, fuck off. Come together for one unit. Unfortunately, they do meet exactly. Oh no, that wouldn't be right anyway. But we want to get eventually where they're on the same level like this. Yeah, that needs to go up again anyway. I think we'll probably have to set this like on a half. We could put some of the tube on the ceiling, that's true. I do want this to be... I like the idea of covering the generator section up. This is going to be open air, but it's going to be like fenced off, if you will. So we're going to have like 2 layers of wall, but we're going to leave the top open. Over here, though, I do want to roof it entirely. So we're probably just going to have a port that we shoot ourselves out of a hole in the wall. We'd probably just get a gate. Probably just get a gate wall. I don't know, I can't see it from here, but we'd probably just get one of these gate wall, and we just shoot ourselves through one of those up somewhere on the wall. I think that'll work. I think we'll do it. We'll worry about that later. For now, let's get this thing functional. Okay, so we got the power here. We want to put a fuel generator down. I can't afford one, so that's good. I can put 2 down, really, if I wanted to. So it's going to start here. It's going to be centered on that block right there. And I don't want it to be right on the edge. I really do want it to be centered, but it's so hard to tell what center. I think that's right. I'm going to go with that. Yeah, it looks perfect. Okay. Look at that. Oh. Okay, let's get this pipe rounded around. I'm pretty sure I'm out of pipe now, though. I think we have to go back for more copper real quick. I've got 12. Yeah, we can make something work here. Okay, so this needs to come down now. It's going to get split. Yeah, perfect. Because we can still put a fence in front of this and we're good. Okay, so now we want to split this. Right into the middle. Those two things together. Get this over here to this side. We actually want to start routing it onto wall supports. I want to put this like here. I think right there is the answer. We put it like right on that edge. I think that'll be good. It's also hopefully going to be in the right altitude. So then we get it up to... Yeah, that's going to need to route into this. This will then go into a regular support. I don't think we're going to need another wall support there, but we do need the first for the proof of concept. It's too expensive, fuck's sake. But we can probably get this set up to where it's close enough. Also, is that the right height? It looks like it's having to go up a little bit. No, it's fine. It's the right height. It's a big bulgy pipe, so you can't really tell. All right, it's time to go back and grab some more copper. More copper sheets. We've expended all that we have here on the pipe jungle that we have going on in the back. Perfect. And off we go. Hope you guys have had a good Monday and Tuesday. I had a great stream Sunday. It was a lot of fun. We did an extra hour. I didn't play Satisfactory at all last week. I was gone Tuesday. And then... Thursday, we just talked about video games. Oh, this is good to get back. Definitely was... excited to play an AM tonight too. We've got a really cool project. I think this is a game that I have actually, as far as like enjoyment has gone, there's been an inverted bell curve where at no point have I not had fun, but it was very exciting in the beginning, as it is with almost any game, and there's all the wonder and the newness and the what is this and what is that, and you know, and then there's the mid game, as we were pretty much until we got this oil tower up. Has been a lot of waiting for things to get done. And then now, we're at a point where we're just mad dash rushing forward again to try and get all these projects finished and working on that kind of stuff. And I think that's so cool. Yeah, this is where our copper lives. Copper sheets. I need to get this into a splitter or some kind of storage bay. Which hold on, do I have a storage bay? Oh, I do. Am I using I am. Shit, nice. All right. Back off we go. You look at that? 360, no. Perfect. We just got to get some other pump jacks up, too. Gonna have to position supports, and I think we put the supports down first. We put the pipe supports down first, and then we connect the pipe to it. I think that's gonna be easier to work with. That way we can also standardize it that way. We'll put the supports down first. Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be great. When we're coming in, even just this tube, we still get a pretty good view of what's to come. It's so big, but it's so open. Like, it's not crowded over here. This is so nice, especially because we're by the ocean. This definitely feels like a seaside factory. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Gonna be even better. Yeah, we're very likely to just pop out of the hallway here. Just have a door, and it just goes straight forward there. It's so nice. We can go inside if we want to, or we can stay on the balcony. Probably have another balcony door right there. In fact, let's put it down just for ourselves, just so we know. And then we have walls running down the back. Stays balcony. That's good. We could put the cannon on the balcony. If this doesn't end up working, that's our backup plan. We still have our switch over here, but we'll charge it up for like 20 seconds, and then we'll have enough time to run back here and be like, scoop. Maybe even have the scoop point be right here, like it comes in from the ceiling and it just comes down like this. We have our two switches. Switch capacitor on that side, and then turn it on, ready to fire. Just run in here and we're out. That could be good. However much time we have in there is how much time we have to get out of the cannon, too. It's not to get into it, it's to get out of it. Okay, so let's do this guy on this side, and I like the position that we have for the other. Put that one more to the left. It is lined up. I feel like that's accurate. Let's see. Let's go see the back. We're good. It's a walkable space at back. It's actually a little bit off. This one's a little bit more forward, which I think I prefer. A little bit more forward. I have the guidance now for this to be able to... There we go. I think that's going to be great. That's going to give us just a little bit of walkable space back here. Perfect. Okay. So that's good. So now... Whoa, no! Ah! I've managed to fall in. All right. Unsurprising, though. We can use the art to get back up if we need to. Good. Okay. So now we need to figure out how we want to do the pipes, because I'm pretty sure that a support... I wonder if, hold on, if we do like this and we just try to get this down here, it's going to clip. But if we need to do a support in front of it, right? Right there is perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping it would let me do. Because this is going to mean that some of the turn is going to be done over the edge, and then it's going to be hopefully mostly vertical pipe down from that point. So if it needs to come down, for whatever reason, I think it's going to have a hard time. Hold on. It's going to be encroaching the other's clearance no matter where it goes. It just can't go. This would work. It's just not very happy. Okay, let's try and see if we can figure this out. It should be fine because it's not. It is encroaching its own thing. So we actually need to push them back. Fuck. We're going to push it back like 2 units from where it is now. That way we have more room for this to be able to do what it needs to do. Being able to push that pipeline support back further is actually going to be to our advantage. So let's plan to do that. Let's rotate it this way. Get it lined up. That's 1 unit. Let's push it back 1 more. It should... That's 2 units. Fuck. Okay, this is where it was. 1, 2, 3? Fuck, it's right there, I think. I need to put walls down or I'm going to keep falling. Yeah, this is fine. We can still put a wall here. That's what matters. We need to be able to put a wall at the back. Yeah. Do I need the pipeline support? I think I do, because we tried it before, and if we do... I do, because what I'm trying to do is make sure that it does a perfect little spaghetti elbow bend. Fuck. Oh, here we go. I want to be able to put this, like, right there. Maybe it needs to be right there. Because I want there to be the splitter on the bottom, right? Splitter goes here on the bottom. Splitter goes right there. I don't want to use a different build mode either. I'm pretty much just going to nix any suggestion that ever mentions that. I want to be able to do it conventionally. It's part of my rules at this point for myself. Yeah, perfectly. Like, that's exactly what I was looking for. I kind of like the idea that it does this S-bend. Oh! Although just going straight up is also cool. I think that's good. But yeah, no, that's what I was looking for. I wanted to be able to get that exact kind of infrastructure or structure there. That's the shape I'm after. Yeah, see, this side needs to be moved now, but it's going to work well. Okay. Get that lined up. This is where it was. 1, 2, 3. Is that too far? I think that's too far. It ends up only actually being 2. There we go. Yeah, I don't feel like I should need to do that, you know? I'm sure it works. I'm sure it's fine. I don't want to do it. So we're good. Okay, get that in there. Perfect. And now that's just ready to go. We'll just do that exact same thing between all of the sections now. We just got to get it actually brought together. So let's do that. So this connects in. I do want it to be... I do want it to line up nicely, though. It is slightly off. The fuck? Every time I've worked with ramps, man, it's been not great. I'd love to have supports on the side there, but it doesn't look like that's going to be realistic. So let's just do this. Because it... Well, you know what? Bring that up so that I can walk under it. I wonder if we have a lower section of foundation here that then comes up into this so that we have this walkable. Kind of like the idea that it ends up being right here. So let's take this out. Let's undo this. Let's do a wall support now, which, because it's not on a ramp, the wall support should be fine. So let's try this. Wall support right there. The pipe is right there in the middle. This is the middle of the pipe. Right there. Hear me out. I think right there works. 3 over. No, okay, it only needs to be 2. So it's just like everything else. Yeah, it's still just like everything else. Only needs 2. Okay. Hear me out. Okay. Now we try and connect that up. It should be a beautiful angle. It should be straight. There we go. Nice. Okay, so that's a support that we can get behind now. At this point, we just need a splitter right here in the middle to bring it up into one pipe, and then it just goes forward like that. So let's do that. But man, I really do like the idea. Maybe this first one should be rotated so it has a... This first splitter, I mean. So it's not pulling from the front, but it's actually pulling... It's actually vertical. Yes, like this. Okay, so let me try to do that. I don't know why it's encroaching in others' clearance. There we go. It should be centered, and then we should just be able to bring this like that. And now we can pull this original pipe in. Well, if we're going to do the walkway over it... If we're going to do the walkway over it, which I definitely want to do... Let me get this right here first, so we can put the walk... Let me get the catwalk where I want it, and then... Let me get the catwalk where I want it, and then we'll figure that out, because it matters a lot how we're going to do this, and I want it in the middle. Yeah, put it in the middle. Fuck off. I hate that it rotates there. Stop it. You don't do that. And then maybe a ramp down. No, we don't want to ramp down yet. We do 2 and then 1 ramp down? 1 ramp down, and then we do another forward. And then we do a T-junction. I feel like we can go 1 more forward and then do that. Do our T-junction here. And then we do our other ramp. Going off the back of that. I almost feel like we should do it 1 more way so we're not kind of bonking our head on the art installation. All right, let's do that. Okay. And then should be able to do our T-junction there. Yeah, I'll do that again. Same thing, just redo it 1 forward. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this so far. Big fan of this so far. This is where Tim's suggestion of a pole would be really good there, but I have to wonder if we could do something like this. We do like that and see if it works. I wish that there was a sort of a not grid-aligned distance you can make it where we could just bring it right up to that. Like maybe Shift or Control, maybe Alt even. Nope, too bad. Okay, so we've got that then. That's ready to go. So now this pipe can go, and we just need to get a splitter right here. Hello, Featherfall.
Hey, Featherfall 13. You and me are gonna be best friends forever. Hi, Mico, I miss you.
Don't miss me. Be here. Oh, yeah, you better eat, bitch. Fern? Okay, hold on. Thank you for this resub, Featherfall. I appreciate it. We're playing with pipes again. There we go. So this is going to be on a... It's another wall support. It's going to be... That's the center of the pipe. 1, 2. Then it should connect just fine. Let's go make sure. I feel like this could even have come over left 1 more. Oh, yeah, it's going to clip right there. I think a little bit. Probably need to redo both of these so they're just one more unit to the right. It'd be a little bit closer to the edge of that platform, I think would look better. Let's see, does it actually clip? It does actually clip. It's also too, even if it isn't clipping, it just visually is too close. So let's redo these sections. Chat, no, please. I'm sorry, it must be done. Okay. Because once it's done and it's done right, this is going to be like, when we do tours of this, people are going to go, oh, fuck. Nice. And that's what we're looking for. At this point, that's what I'm most interested in the game. Is making a really fucking cool looking factory. As you should be. If your factory's ugly, don't even talk to me. Okay, 1, 2. 2 to the right there. Okay, so then we'll do this. It should connect very nicely and very good. Very, very good. Very happy with that. Okay. We're going to do the same splitter trick that we've done before. Where we're going to actually build the pipe between the two sections that are being married. And then we're going to build the splitter off of that pipe. 1, 2. Oh, man, we're getting good at this. Yeah, because now we just connect these two again. Very good. And then we do a splitter on it. Right in the middle. And luckily it tells us right where that middle is. Isn't that beautiful? Nice. And then, take our pipe. And we do need to raise that more. We do need to raise it more. Well, I suppose we could get rid of these. I like the idea of there not being these platforms here at all. I like that idea. Let's get rid of this. I don't like that junction. We're going to end up doing a straight across junction. Which this needs to go again. Just hear me out, though. It's going to be like that. And then maybe we do a catwalk under it. Maybe we do a catwalk under it. Let's see if I can get us centered. Yeah, let's do that. We're not actually going to use it that way, but I want to have that snapping point. Let me get organization here. This is going to be so fucking cute. Like, it's going to be gross. Okay, get that gone. Then we do a straight across, which will intersect a little bit with the foundation, but I think that that's okay. I think that's okay. Because then we can do this, and we can just go one ramp down. Here we go. There you go. I wondered, you didn't continue talking. I was like, oh no. They're dead. Alright, there we go. This is still fitting. It's still symmetrical with the other side here. I wish I could put a fence work right there, would be nice. Will I be on? Yeah, for the full-time time. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah. We're going the full length. Give me the whole thing. Yeah, because now we could just put this here. And we have a walkway under each of these pipes as needed. An actual service walkway. And then we'll probably do like a four-way and then a ladder up on the left or the right, maybe right after each of these sections so that we can get up and down as needed if we do fall into this. But isn't that fucking cool, dude? Oh, why haven't we put safety railing on yet? All right, let's go ahead and do that. I think it's so beautiful. Once we start doing the aesthetic organization, man, that's when... Oh, no. It's encroaching the pipe. So we're going to have to get rid of that pipe real quick. It won't actually clip, but it thinks it will. And that's why we're the human and it's the machine. It's too dumb. It doesn't know. See? There we go. No clipping. Ugh, kind of clipping. It looks like it's built in. It's a built-in support. That's fine. It doesn't know the difference. All right, and then let's put some more railing over here. Just to make sure that we are safe. Shit. Does it impede? It does not impede. Therefore, it stays. That would impede if we did it that way. It looks bad, though. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to have a... Just going to have this pipe go... Oh, yeah, you need to get redone. Cool. So let's do our split. Oh, it returned it to a single pipe. Interesting. Returned it visually to just being a single pipe. Okay. Get that right there. We need the pipe to come this way and then go up and then continue right here. Right where my head is now. So this isn't going to work. Not right there. It will work, but not right there. We'll probably have to have another way down. Or maybe we just have a ladder here at the end. Because we're planning to do a walkway over it as well, so I suppose we don't need any of this. Cute idea, though. Not going to work, however. Okay, so now we can do the fence work here. We're going to do walls, though. What am I doing? These are going to be walls. This will be a fence, but these will be walls because we're going to fill that in. Okay. Which means we could just straight connect it. And I kind of want to do that. I like the angle of it. I think it gets the job done. I think it's cute. What I'd love to do is have maybe another platform under this and then do a ramp down in between so it creates sort of a V trough. Let's see what that looks like. It's only one unit though, so it wouldn't really work that well. Nah. We'll probably just end up building a platform under it. I feel like it should be more standardized than this. Nah, it's fine. If we were to have it go up and then over, I think that it would reach that properly. Let's just try it. Let's get rid of this for a second. We can bring it back. Let's get a junction. Pretty sure if we do that, and we try and connect this all the way there, it ends up actually being a straight line. Yeah. Yep, it just fucks this up. As expected. It's kind of cool, though, honestly. We'll just have to do our junction from the top level. Which will allow us to also have this fence work in here, because if we get under... If we get under the scaffolding that we build over there, the walkways, then that's going to be a problem for safety, of course. Here will be our T, and then we use that to get down. So it's going to be 1.5 tiles. Over. Where the fuck? There we go. Nope, not you. Goddamn, dude. Hello? Alright, perfect. And now we can do our ramp. I think this just works out better. Yeah, it just works out better. I mean, by far. I know this railing is backwards, too. I just realized a few streams ago that railing could be backwards, and I hate it. Because we were like, oh, yeah, no, you could double it. You could have double railing, which would look kind of cool, but then it's also a pain in the ass to have to do double, you know? Also, let's get some walls over here, just because I want to have them. I like the idea of having a window. Window could be good. But like one of these windows that's kind of tight. I wish the window was lower. That would work well. Now for this, I think we're just gonna end up putting a proper wall up. Okay, we got that. So now we've got this section. It almost feels like we're on an oil rig, which we are, but it almost feels like it too. Okay. Cool. Got this guy. Yeah. I'm going to ignore any railings that are wrong, but yeah, we will always know. We could probably... Hello? We could probably take this thing out and ramp down here and then create our underside walkway. But given how this is working, I don't think that we actually need to do that. I think that we could get away with having it railed, but still having this here, because it's going to end up being a platform support. We're going to build ramps from either side, like this. Watch. Foundations. We're going to end up building a ramp like this. From inside, you're going to see a wall. But from underside, you're going to see a connection. You're going to see that this is a gradual drop. But for us, it's going to be probably going to use this kind of wall. That should be... Fuck. Fuck. We have to do the walls first. Okay, let's just make sure we can do the walls first. It's not clipping. It's still right within the... It just looks like it's supported. Okay. So that works. That's going to be how we finish that. So we can still walk down there if we want to. We just have to jump the rail. Yeah, that's fine. And then we could just go, you know, through there. I don't want to do it because I'll fall in the fucking water. But for now, we know that that works. Let's get our ramp on the other side just so we're able to easily get back and forth. What the fuck are you doing? Okay. Yeah, beautiful. We'll just do a walkway through here. So let's get this one more straight. Actually, no, let's do our T-bend right there again. I want to get this catwalk finished before I walk away from it. Fucking poor. Okay, never mind. I guess we're walking away from it. Okay, so... God, this is going to be so far. It's going to be a lot of work to lay all these foundations out, but hey, we're going to get there. Don't worry about it. Suffering. It is time for suffering. Oh, it looks nice, though, doesn't it? It looks properly fucking organized. We haven't even really built anything yet, but yeah, it's delivering. All this fuel's going to get here, and then it's going to be great. We just have to build this exact same thing in front of it all the time. So what needs to happen now? Actually, we need to do the wall first. Let me get that together. We'll have to build the wall every time because I don't want to forget. Okay, and then we're actually going to do a four-way here. It's actually going to be a four-way here because we're going to be splitting off to be able to walk off, but also to be able to walk forward. Okay, and then we just have that. That's going to be cool. Oh, man, so we need to go get some more rods. Let's go do that real quick. We probably have some in the dump chest that I put at the beginning of the oil refinery. We still have to place down the other 4, too. We've got 2 for residual plastic. Reminder that this is our plan, what we're ultimately getting ready to do. We've started building the platform for the 20 generators. We need to get the residual fuel line into the regular fuel line as it is right now, which I think we're going to be able to do pretty easily. We'll probably just have it go around. Probably just have it go around the balcony and then plug in right there before the power facility. I am thinking that I want to do some storage over there, though. Okay, let's check this. Nope, plastic. Let's check this for rods. Nope, we're poor. All right, time to head back. Ooh, still got us. I wasn't sure about that one. We will also make these pipes prettier in the future, too. We're going to come back. We'll have a gas mask. We'll clear these guys out. I may even find a building that we can power to stop these things from respawning, but they haven't respawned yet. I think that the hypertube is itself blocking their spawns because they haven't come back since we killed them like 2 months ago. So, yeah, we'll come back and make this pipe look good. We'll probably just have a hypertube that follows the train track. I think that's what we'll do. And then we'll have a power line that goes on the other side but follows the train track. I think that that's going to be the coolest thing. I do like that we're going to have all of those, like there's just going to be this central conduit. Big conduit that just goes from base to base. Oh no, Cairo Kendo, I can understand that though. Can understand that. You start a factory game, you play it for 3 hours, and then you walk away from it, you come back, and you've got no fucking clue. I get it. It happened to me today. But man, dude, getting the aesthetic touches, even just on the main floor there, and building it into the environment. I mean, just seeing that it comes off the side of this cliff and then it comes together. We got the balconies in there within the walls that are recessed in that one layer. I can't tell you how nice it is to see the building design come together and look so good. These windows are where we know that we have a node. We have a section of the floor occupied there. But this is a hallway I can run into. So if I go in this door, I know that I'm inside a production bay. If I go in this one, I know that I'm in an alleyway between them, and it's going to be nicely walled up and sealed up, and you're only going to see the pretty shit, you know? That's so good. That's so good. I came back for rods. Rods are going to be what we grab. Okay, got those. I got to sneeze so bad. I'm making all kinds of faces. Let me grab some computers, by the way. I should bring plastic back next time I come back, too. How many computers do we have? 19, I'll take it. That's another 3. Do I have any more on me? Because they're 5 each. I don't have a computer laying around, do I? Nah, we're good. Let's head back over. Well, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the playthrough as much as I am. I know this is going to be a game that we come back to many times, I'm sure. Next time, I think I'll definitely, if there are going to be certain features like being able to build multiple platforms at a time, that if they don't have that in Update 5, I'm going to use some quality of life mods. I do like having my Virgin playthrough be modless. I think that it gives me a really good idea of what the game's like, and then I can figure out exactly what mods I need. What would I change about the game having played it now, you know? But definitely being able to place down more platforms at once would be great, because just having to fucking click for every single one of them is a nightmare. Better belt management, too, would be so nice. So just a couple quality of life things I'd love to have. Okay, so let's get a couple more of these, there we go, generators down. We should be, oh shit, no, never mind. We're double poor. We can't afford anything. Okay, so that's fine. We can do, though, is, God, what were we, oh, we were doing platforms, that's right. So we can do this. It's fine, and then we can build this forward, and that's just, this is our system. We're just going to elongate this unit out 9 more times. So, 3 down, 27 more spaces worth to do that way. For the balcony as well, we got +1, so 28. Jesus. Here we go. Oh, that just went in the wrong spot entirely. I'm excited to get underneath and build the supports, you know, to make everything look good. This is going to be how we do it, by the way. Probably going down this way. Yeah, just a line off of the first branch that we did. Just back and forth. There we go. It's not that bad. Yeah, if anybody is new and wants to see how we got to this point, I have every single minute of the playthrough up on YouTube for you guys to be able to go back and watch if you want. Every VOD is trimmed, so you don't get like the 15-minute intro and the starting conversation with chat. We just jump right into the game. VODs are uploaded within 48 hours, but no sooner than 24 due to contractual obligations with Twitch. They told me I'm not allowed, so I don't. Okay. Keep this going. Yeah, it's 3 wide for the generator, and then we have what's our balcony is going to be right here, which is nice. It's just an external pathway around the entire building. Gives us a little bit more flexibility if we need to move stuff between floors or if we just want to walk around. And also looks really damn good, which is, I think, the most important part. Oh my God, why is my nose so stuffy? It's so hard to talk when my nose is stuffy. I can't breathe. All right, let's put this in here. Hold on. I want to get this platform set down. I think it's going to be a pain in the ass, though. Yeah, a little bit. We'll do it from the very end. We got that a little bit of distance. Fuck. We're definitely going to run out of foundations here actually pretty soon. We'll just have to go back and grab like 3,000 or 4,000 more. Okay. Well, you don't want to build like that. Let's go ahead and get these guys out. I'm just gonna spam click, dude, and if it's messy, it's messy. It ain't my fault. Well, actually, we're poor, so... Shit, we need to go back again. I'm pretty sure we don't have any supplies over here. Alright, I really should use the car. I don't have the car on me, do we? Ah, damn. The mini car would be so good for trying to get around this thing again. Really, honestly, we probably should invest in the cannon real quick. I think investing in the cannon could be a wise move. One of my favorite parts of Factorio is when you get up to the bots and they manage your inventory for you. If you get too much or too little of an item, they'll pick up your extras and put them in a bin, deliver them somewhere, or they'll bring you stuff if you've used it. So as you're building, they're actively resupplying you. It's so nice. Cute little helper bots. So chat, anyone else new to the game? This is my first playthrough. I'm curious if there's anyone else who's recently started playing. You know what, TD Strange, I hadn't considered doing that, is having multiple concrete factories, or just concrete facilities. I had not considered doing that yet, no. That would be good though, because this, I mean, I don't know if there's limestone over by the oil rig where we could put concrete over there. It didn't really cost much, especially once it's backed up, it turns off, so it doesn't use any power. Simple Tech has played since day one, but not maxed out a map. Oh, so is that like your current project? You're working on that? Is that your next goal, or you're just hanging out? Ah, yeah, Golden 4, you're relatively new, and you're trying to set up bigger factories than just one line. Ooh, well, let's do a little bit of a tour, factory tour here. I'll show you some of the systems that I'm using, and maybe you'll want to import some, and maybe you'll see some improvements you can point out for me. Okay. So, we do a sandwich style. Just, I've been informed that's the terminology. That's the meta terminology. So I'm just trying to use the cool kids lingo. But yeah, no, we do a production layer, and then we do logistics layers, which is where all of the belt work goes, all of the organization, the splitting, the merging, all of that happens in between. So that once we get onto our production layers, the only thing there is either storage facilities, which we've actually phased out of use, or actual production buildings. So you can see that they're being elevated down to the logistics layer below, where all of our, it's still organized, but it's not nearly as pretty. It's kind of grand though, isn't it? Seeing all the lines of the belts and all the different things. So this is how we have this worked out. We've got stuff coming in. Let's see, where's the original input for this? It comes out of, so we have a main storage where all of our iron ore goes. Right here, and then we pull out of this carousel to go directly into this. So we are, so far what we've done is basically said, I have 240 iron ore. We're going to make that many smelters that can produce it all, and then that's it. And then we don't have to do any load balancers because it's inherently balanced. The input and the output's always there. We do our best to do even numbers, of course, so that things can just be divided up into the machines and they always get the amount that they need. But we do manifolds in the sense that we're just dividing up multiple times to take, 120 and turn it into several 30s, which is what we've done here. We have the main line in right here. This iron ore comes in. It gets split. Half goes there, which then gets split again, then gets split again. So it does 4 machines off of half of the main line. Then the other half goes back here to be split a couple more times to become the other 4. So that's what we're using. And generally, that's what we do. We also have some daisy chain setups, but I'd have to go to another tower to show you that one. But we have multiple levels here where we can also go down another level. This will take us to the lower down production facilities. This one is where we make plates and rods. We have 2 8-machine arrays of rod producers here. Then we have our plate producers. All of their logistics are being fed down here. Then we get our plates, which I believe... Where are the plates going? Let's just follow them. Plates are going up into a carousel, so they're getting stored right in there. Then they're getting pulled down somewhere. I can't remember. So let's go down another level. This next production level is the most important for us right now. This is our lowest down level of the iron tower. This is where all of our iron materials are being processed. Is this not set up? Something got disconnected somewhere. Hold on. I was going to say we should have had iron plates coming through for reinforced plates. We make all of our reinforced frames or modular frames down here. Now we do have it. It's just not producing very much. It's producing very little. We have enough that this is producing 24/7. And yet it's not. Let me follow the plates. They're being pulled down from the balcony. That side's working. This right side is not working. Does it need to be? Yes. It's a merger. So yeah, we found an issue here. Is there a, oh, you know what? There may be a lack of power. Yeah, something's not powered down here. That's exactly what's happening. We've disconnected this power somehow. That or this doesn't need to be here, which is also possible. What would that have connected to? Yeah, did we just forget to get this all connected at some point? Did we just not finish? I know we finished this because we had storage in here. It could be that it's all backed up. But then it should be backing up to inside the machine, and it's on the machine had nothing in it. Hold on now. Yeah, these back here are not operating anymore. Interesting. This will be something else I have to diagnose in the future. I'm not worried about it right now. Not worried about it right now. Although I do want to check something just real quick, because the light should go from yellow to red. If they're yellow, let me check them one more time. It's just coming in very slowly, the reinforced plates. It's fine. Yeah, no problem. If you want to see more details as we're working these things out, you can see the logistical hurdles that we ran into and how we solved them. It's a lengthy playthrough at this point, but it's all there, all documented for you if you do want to watch it. Especially if you're done with stream tonight and you want to go see how we got to this point. It's there. Oh, there we go. I need to make better access throughout the tower, but the Iron Tower is kind of a redheaded stepchild at this point. It's where we've done all of our experimentation on how this stuff should be set up. And it's where all of our kind of trial and error happens. So we would do one production floor and we'd be like, that's great. We'd go do another tower and be like, oh shit, no, here's all these, oh god, my ankles, I want to live. Not even a thing of fall damage. I have iron ankles. I have fucking iron ankles at this point. Oh, hey. Oh, fucking rip. We're leaving this here because this is what, the first time I fell off the cliff. You remember the old days? First time I fell off the cliff. Here it is. How cute. Anyway, I'm trying to get out of here, but anyway, it's not working right now. Not even close, dude. Not even close. Not even just alive or thriving. Okay. It's going to be easier if we just use the jump pad that we somehow still have out here. I can't believe that we still have this thing. There we go. Should take us up. Ooh, okay, we'll just go to level below. Okay, so there's that. Pretty much every one of our towers works the same. I came over here for something. Oh yeah, concrete. Every time I come over here for concrete, I ended up falling off the cliff, dude. Every time. That should be plenty. Perfect. Nice. I'm enjoying that very much. All right, we'll take our awful cursed hypertube back to the oil facility, and we should be able to continue placing the foundations. So what's going to happen underneath? Did I bring plastic back with me? No, I forgot to bring plastic back. Next time I'll leave the oil rig, we've got to take plastic with us. I need to get my gas mask and clear these guys out, get that. And we're going to probably have the train go through this area. Right through that pass, I think it'd be a perfect place to do it. Snap my neck on the wall and off we go. Okay, it's time to continue building platforms. Every now and then I get people coming in and being like, do you know about the slide jump? I do. Just don't use it most of the time. Can't be asked. I feel like I'm fast enough without it that I don't need it. Okay, off we go. Off we go, yeah. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to drop that. I should be able to get up this. There we go. Nice. Blade runners are so damn good, dude. Okay. We need to do this line manually. Actually, no, we don't. We can pull it from down here. Let's get all the way to the end. There we go. This will be this is 28. This will be, or 31. This will be a balcony. So we go around here. What are you doing? There we go. Get our balcony. This is 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. This is the balcony this way. And if only we could reach, we just drag it all the way down here. Okay, let's see if we can grab that space real quick. Just fill it in. That way it's going to be easier to build. Hello? There we go. It's okay if it's a little messy. If something's built above or below, we can fix it. We can trim it as we go. There we go. Nice. It's not that bad. Once I figured out this method of placing the platforms, it was a lot easier. But man, placing them as you walk, just in front of you, oh, fucking nightmare. Because if you aim at, like, right where the cursor is, that top corner there, sometimes you'll place one above. But if you aim just where the blue is, right at the top of where the platform will be, it places there. And once you understand where that's pointing, you get a lot faster. But it took me a long time to figure out exactly where that was. Okay, let's get over here and then build it up. Our balcony will have a couple walkways here, so yeah, we're gonna make sure that that's realistically something that we can get to. Yeah, I know how I want to do that. Okay, so let's get over here. Hopefully we can reach this. Oh, we can't. Shit. Okay, come here. You can generally just spam click and pull and it'll get there. You'll build over a little bit, but every now and then it's fine. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. A couple of them went over. Did it. Nice. Okay, so now what I want to do is get rid of this, and get rid of this guy. We're going to build our catwalk that goes across. This should be fine. It shouldn't be a problem for us. Let's place this and have it work. And then we should be able to do a ramp down from either side here. And have it connect. And I think what we're going to do is actually just have one platform go there. It's easier than trying to have a random downward catwalk there that meets in the middle somehow. It's not really going to work that way. Okay, there we go. It's going to be so sad if I fucking fall off here. I'm going to be so sad. There we go. So now we have a way to get up and down again as needed. Which is fine. We can do our railing here, which will be nice because it will just be very safe. And then we're going to do the same support, I think. We're going to end up doing... With the foundation, we do a double ramp here. Yeah, we end up doing this. Right? Is that how we did it at the other end? Yes, that's how we did it. I don't think we're going to have problems with the pressure with the refineries getting fluid at the back. No, I don't. So what's going to happen is this is going to be a daisy chain setup, and it will not be pressurized until... we have backed up the machines in front, which is a downside because that means it takes more time to get up to optimal efficiency, but it will get there. As opposed to doing a manifold with our pipes, I find that the system's, I think, going to just work out over time because by the time that we're using the amount of power that this is producing, it will have figured itself out. And if that does end up being an issue, then... we will just redo our design. Because the beautiful thing about the way we have this set up, right, is we can come through and delete all of these ramps. We can use this as a port wall and just port pipes. We just plug pipes in underneath here as needed. So we could bring in a manifold of pipes as needed. It won't really be an issue if we decide that we have to change things, which hopefully we won't. But, of course, you never know what's going to happen. But yeah, if we do observe that there's an issue, we'll take a look at different opportunities. It's fair to point that out. So has anybody done something very similar to this where you've had issues with fluid pressure because I've talked about wanting to have pumps. Wanted to use pumps as pressurizers. But it doesn't appear that that's how they work, which is really sad. Your coal setup had that problem with the water. I didn't. We did a side pipe setup. We did a side pipe setup at our coal, so I never ran into an issue with that there. It might have been a height issue. I don't know if you know about the issue with height and pipes. There we go. Then we do that here too. So we still have this area that's walkable, but it's not going to get you all the way up. Okay. Then we come in and we do our walls. And this is going to be what really, really sets this thing, sets it right. It's going to look good. We're going to have this whole Tony Hawk Pro Skater bullshit going on down here. It's going to be great.
Follow the channel, and we won't have any problems.
Solid advice. Coco's warned you. There we go. You normally do fuel production above the gens. That makes sense, because then you have all that. It's all falling. It has gravity as a pressurizer, which makes sense. We are going up. The platform is going up, and then it's, you know, then it's level for the rest of it. Oh, man. It's going to look good. Yeah, we definitely could. Because here's the thing. The original source of our fuel is above this in altitude. It's above here. Daisy chaining is very different than manifolding, because manifolding is where things are getting split. Everything is getting fed around the same time and is fed the same amount. So it's divided before it reaches the machines. Daisy chaining is, I have a line. Okay, let me show you. I'm going to demonstrate the difference for anybody who doesn't. Daisy chaining is, I have a machine here, a machine there, and a machine there. We can demonstrate the concept with just 3 machines. That's daisy chaining, and it may go on beyond that. We have 300 in. 300 in. This takes 100. This takes 100. This takes 100. It can carry 200. It has an internal capacitor of 200. Okay? So what's going to happen is the flow comes down, 300 goes, and it's probably going to get split. 150 goes here, 150 goes here. Then 75 goes there, 75 goes there. So we have 150. We have 75. Then we have, wait, no, it's, yeah, 150 goes here, and 75, and then we've got like 37 and a half. Okay. That goes in there, and then assuming it goes anywhere else. Otherwise, it just gets the remainder, which in this case would be 75. Okay. We're going to go ahead and say that this is not continuing. So what's going to happen is this is only requiring 100, so that 50 goes into its capacitor. So that 50 will then fill up the capacitor. When that's full, then this can only accept 100, which means that now it's taking 100 and it's sending 200 this way. So now this takes 100, and then this gets 100. Do you see how that works? So it doesn't actually start pressurizing until the previous machine is full. Then it will fill up this machine. Then it will fill up that machine, and then it will be 100% optimal. That's a daisy chain. That's the problem with daisy chaining, is that you have to wait until all machines are backed up before all of them are being equally serviced. Okay. Manifolding is where I have 3 machines. 3 is a bad number for this game. Not really. And then we have our line coming in. It does this. And we have 300 coming in. It's the same setup, 100, 200 capacity, right? 100 use, 200 capacity. So it's got a buffer inside it, and that's the problem with daisy chaining, is it has to fill a buffer. With manifolding, what we're going to do is, instead of doing this daisy chain, we're going to actually just get rid of all these. We're going to say we have 300 in. 300 goes here and gets split 3 ways. Into 100, 100, 100. So this goes directly into machine, directly into machine, directly into machine. So what happens is this is always getting used 100 at a time. And it's getting fed exactly that amount, so they're completely equal. So this 200 capacity never gets used. The machines will never have spare capacity. Oh, sorry, shit. I know the black is kind of hard to see, but you get what I mean. The 200 never gets used. We never fill that capacity unless there's some kind of problem with the supply. We either oversupply, we start seeing the buffer fill. If we undersupply, we'll find that the machine immediately stops working. The only advantage to the daisy chain is that it has momentum. If it takes, 10 minutes of game time before it's fully efficient, it'll probably take about 10 minutes before it's fully depleted as well. Or it'll take until its internal capacitors have emptied, but it will have them. It just takes longer. Daisy chaining is also a lot easier to set up than a manifold because it takes a lot less space. You just have a line, you pull off it, just like you would with just like you would with the bus in Factorio. But with this, you have to have a lot more space for your splitters before this will actually work. You also have to have, usually if you want to have a manifold that brings all of them and compacts all those lines back into one again, you have to have another 3 mergers that come together to create your output line, which is what we have throughout most of the other tower. And is the reason that we did different levels of our tower, where this is production and then this is logistics, where we do all of our belt work, all of our manifolds go down here, where our production buildings are just nicely organized up above. So that's the difference between those two different styles. There's not a better one necessarily. They both have advantages and disadvantages. I think that the manifold is cuter. If you cannot evenly divide, then it is, I think, better to do a daisy chain because it will work itself out in the end. If you have an uneven division, then you will effectively get the backflow that happens with a daisy chain anyway. So it just ends up being one of those things where it just kind of figures itself out. Okay, I do not want these to be exactly next to each other because I want there to be space. There's a proper amount of space that needs to go between them. Oh, I'm poor. Never mind, I can't do that. But yeah, we want to have a little bit of space between them because we want them to be at the same position every time. So we can place the junctions. We know that it's going to be there every 3 spaces. So 1, 2, and then 3 will be on this one. We know that it's going to be right in the middle of that. We go down there. 1, 2, 3. We know it's going to be here again. And we should place 9 of them because we have 1 already down. If I can count to 3, we should be fine. Otherwise, we're going to be fucked. That's how this is going to work. And if it doesn't work, I'm just going to cry. We'll scrap everything and start over again, which can be done. And then this should be our last one right here. I think it goes right there. I might be dumb. Let's check. Yeah, we're done. Okay, we can route the pipe in between all of these, and then we should be good. Let's just make sure these are all in the right spot. I have a feeling maybe 1 or 2 are off because I went pretty quick. Nah, we should be fine, and we'll figure out later if there's a problem. Connect them all together. And then we are going to build the supports as well, because they won't be in the way of the machines. Yes, that's right. We'll need to go back and grab more stuff, and we'll need to get the plastic on our way back. There we go. You'll need to remind me on my way back, because I will forget. Between now and when that happens, maybe in 2 minutes, I promise I will absolutely forget. Okay, we get all this pipework set up, though, before we even get the generators in there. We really could turn this stuff on. It just wouldn't work forever. It would work until the plastic machines fill. Yeah, we've got all that set up and ready to go. Look at it. Fucking beautiful. Now what we need to do is grab off the edges and bring them to right 1 space in. It clips the tiniest bit, but we're going to say that doesn't. We're going to say these are thick pipes, and that's actually just built into the support. Yes, plastic, that's right. Right there. I could have it where it does the really tight S bend. I don't think that's a bad thing to do it that way. I do think that this is cute, though. The pipes work so hard, man. And we work the pipes hard, too, so it's mutual. There we go. Last one. I kind of want to put a capacitor right here. Just put a tank. Just hear me out. Oh, welcome back, Fern. Congrats on the fajitas, dude. Just hear. It's not going to hurt anything to have one more little capacitor right there. It's not going to hurt anything. It's one more machine that needs to get filled. I feel like we might want to raise this up, actually. This will be cute if we do it this way. Hold on, get rid of that. Well, no, I don't want to get rid of that. Hold on, put it back. Get rid of you. Put you there, temporarily. I say temporarily, I don't actually know if I'm going to be moving this again. Okay, then we do this, and it should just connect straight up. Get rid of you. We're going to do a thinner platform there. I don't know why I had to build the big one first. Fuck. Okay. I'm going to do a very thin platform there. Just because I want to be able to still walk under this. And we can with that one. Perfect. We didn't do the walls down this side, damn it. Well, we have to do this before we put the pipes in anyway. So let's go ahead and get the walls, and then we'll build the pipes back down here again. So let's do, let's see, organization, fluid buffer. Right there. Get you in there. That connects in. That does clip a little bit more than I'm okay with. Let's have this pulled forward a tiny bit. Let's have this pulled forward a tiny bit. This is even. This is where it needs to go now. And it should go just straight up. Yeah, there we go. Nice. We have a tiny walkable space on the back if we ever want it. Okay, so there's spare fuel. Shit. You know what? I'm curious if we could afford the mental exhaustion for ourselves of doing something like this where the pipe goes up and over and then drives back down, and we just have a pipe that runs down the center of this back again, and that's what the other residual fuel pumps into. Shit, that could be cute. It's also horrible, so we're not going to do it, but you know, we could. Just remember that we could. Okay. Get our walls placed. Should be able to. Yeah, I'm going to want to run back, and we're going to have to go over to the steel area as well to grab our reinforced modular, or our heavy modular frames, which we'll also need for this. And I think quick wire is what we need as well. Which is totally cool, dude. I also want to see what this looks like underneath. So let's go just take a look real quick. Just go look. Down here, I think we'll be able to get a decent view. Let's just get in the water. Fuck it. See, that looks great. And imagine once we do our pillars underneath as well. We'll have to build some support scaffolding out here. Yeah, eventually we're just gonna have a, like, every 3, like maybe right behind the refineries, every 3. That'll be perfect because we do there. 1, 2, 3 is right at the back of the center of the refinery. Pillar down, we do a pillar down in the center as well. Just down to the seabed, we do one there as well. Here. Here. We do one there. That's a good spot for one. Maybe right there as well. It is 3 away. Yeah, we do it there as well. But that's great. That's going to be fantastic. We'll probably do a pillar right there as well. We'll have to see. Yeah, I can't wait to get to later items too, man. There's still so much that I want to do. Still so much I want to do. I keep getting the itch to want to restart, but we don't have time. We don't have time. There's just no... I have other games I've got to play, you know? There's other stuff I want to get to. New World is coming out in September, hopefully. We've got Spooktober Marathon coming up, which is where we're going to be streaming regular games, and then we're going to do some spooky variety with some like really shitty but also some really good scary games afterward. And there's a lot that I want to get into. There's some other games that I'm not going to tell anybody about until this Friday at the State of the Stream meeting, which patrons can join us and get the scoop before everyone else. It's going to be great. Oh man, I'm excited. It's going to be good. Why am I running back? Why am I running back? We're not done here yet. I do want to do a cannon. I don't know where the cannon's going to go anymore because I don't think putting it here oh, maybe we could do it here. Yeah, maybe we have the entrance of the cannon right here. And it's just and it just goes right up. It launches us out right there. This is only going to be like maybe 5 or 6, and we need a whole lot more cannon to be able to do that. So I think maybe we do. We'll just have to build a cannon right off like here. And then it just goes off this edge and just launches us. Maybe we do the cannon off the side of the oil refinery, right off there, and not over here. I do like the idea of putting it over here, but I think just having a couple power capacitors here, just for funsies, just to have something decorative, you know? That would work there. It's originally what we wanted to do to use this space. It didn't hurt us to do it. Okay, so we've got that set up. What do we need? 50 quick wire, which we actually have locally, and then the heavy frames, which we might also still have some locally, because we have a dump chest on the other side. Let's go see it. Yeah, this tower is so much more spacious than the others have been. And I really like how open it is. Obviously, it's a fucking nightmare to have to place all the platforms down, but not being as man, if I could just go back and just rewire the iron tower, all of the belts that are in them, all, you know, everything that we're doing there would be nice. I think this was before stuff that I had in my body. No. Okay, we do need to get plastic. God, I remembered. Hey, I did it. I fucking did it, dude. Plastic. Let's just grab as much as we can and go. We did it. Thanks, Sith. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll see you when we get back to the base.
Hey, Shabby Labby. You and me are gonna be best friends forever. What up, is?
I'm back. Sorry, I had to wind up my giant elephant dong again. Sorry. And wash me hands. Always wash your hands, chat. All right, anyway. Hey, Shabby, thanks for the tier 17 and 4 months there. He's the champion of our YouTube, by the way. He's one of our EU viewers and can't make it usually to the streams live. Lately, though, he has been, which is really cool to see in person. But thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you keeping me company on the YouTube VODs. It's a good time, dude. I think you put a comment and it either deleted it because you called me a slut or you deleted it. I don't know why, but I saw the notification, but then I didn't actually get to see the comment to respond to you. I was gonna give you the fat ooh-woo. All right, what do we need to take over there? Oh yeah, plastic we need to drop off. Let's deliver our plastic right into this box, I think. This one up here is plastic. This goes back for, yeah, circuit boards and then also forward for going into the computer itself. This isn't a lot of plastic. We've definitely brought more before. And what is this? This is a capacitor that holds the circuit boards when they're made, and that's dumb, so we're good there. Do I need to take back any more copper with me? No. I have, I think, way too much concrete, especially since we're about done with the concrete for now. I'm going to do the absurd and put some concrete back. I'd rather have that space for actual usage. You did wonder if you could call me a slut. I mean, only if you want to... I mean, only if you want me to feel certain things. Certain ways. Okay. No, that's fine. You guys can call me whatever you want, dude. Oh my god, I would hope that by now you guys know I'm not the kind of person gives a shit about most things. What? 38 computer? I give a shit about that. Sorry, you found the thing. Yeah, I need heavy frames and quick wire. That's right. So let's grab some of that. Sorry, completely distracted by... very good. That's very good. Okay, so what I need to go make a delivery of a couple things. I need to go grab some modular frames, and we need to go and deliver them over to the steel area. I call it Steel Tower. It's not a tower, okay? It's a shanty village. Oh, you meant on the YouTube? Yeah, I don't know if they'll allow that, but I'm not gonna report you. Slut has always been a term of endearment here, as is simp. Simp is a term of endearment. That's all good. Hey, Snake, how you doing, dude? Big ol' bitch. If I'm ever just like polite to you, I don't know you. That's what that means. I don't know you or I don't like you or both. All right, here we go. Where the fuck am I going? Oh yeah, steel tower. Steel tower, I have a hypertube too. You didn't do a pyramid. You didn't do a pyramid at all. Wait, hold on. What is this? The plates are indeed not... This is where iron plates go. The fuck is this? This is going into a box. It comes from up above. This is spare plates being made. This is reinforced plates. Why aren't the regular plates being put in there? Hold on. This is... The mystery is expanding over time. This goes here and gets split. Okay, this goes either into our mall for the plates, or it goes here into what looks like a smart splitter, which is not configured. This is supposed to make the overflow go into the awesome sink that's down there, this one. But it's not connected, which is fine. As long as it's still getting to its destination, it's getting to the... This is a smart splitter too. So it's... Oh, Jesus, why? So this is supposed to be going downstairs. We want to fill up the mall, then we want to send it down to the further production lines. That's why we're not getting... That's why we're not getting plates delivered downstairs. Okay, we figured it out. I'm just not going to solve it right now. Okay, anyway. We know what the problem is. It's not going to be that much of an issue because... God, I really do just want to demolish this entire fucking tower and just redo it. What have you missed? Oh, man, we've got a lot of good progress down on the oil tower over there, oil platform. We are now going to do a big resupply. Smash our neck on the bottom of the pool there and then jump right back in. Welcome back, Featherfall, by the way. This whole thing over here was like and it still is, it's an atrocious spaghetti mess. We built it quickly just to get like one of each of the things done, and we keep saying we're gonna come back and build our steel tower. It hasn't happened yet, and I'm starting to think that steel tower will just never happen. And I'm okay with that. So we've just got like a spaghetti mess over here to try and make like the reinforced modular frames. And we brought modular frames from the main base over here. We could eventually... Well, I meant to. We didn't actually do that, though, unfortunately. Do we have any in here? 9. That's good. I'll take 26. So how many is... If I want to make... I do need the 4 refineries, so we're not going to get rid of those because I will forget. We do need 28 more fuel generators. Jesus Christ. Okay. 28 more. Jesus. 140 fucking computers. 280 Ooh, that's awful. So it's 10 each, so I can only build 2 more generators. We need a lot more quick wire, and we need some rubber. But we have the rubber over there. Yeah, you did beat YouTube, yeah. Good night, Shabby. Enjoy your lurk, dude. Yeah, we're having to manual run some things, TD Strange, for sure. Right now, but it's because we haven't needed these in high quantity. That's going to be changing here very soon. But that's why I want to get trains. That's kind of the thing I'm waiting for here, is I want trains to be able to run products from Iron Tower over yonder on the ground level. Just pipe whatever, or pipe or belt whatever we're going to need to transfer. Jesus fuck! I allowed this. What the fuck have I done? Anyway, we're going to use a train to get stuff. It's like the modular frames are going to be brought over here because this is the easiest place to do modular frames. I think I have to bring screws over too manually. We were banking on, yeah, I have to manually bring screws over. We were banking on eventually getting a hard drive that would give us steel screws. But at this point, we're going to be importing screws and modular frames, which is fine. But until we have trains, yeah, we're having to do it manually, unfortunately. If I can get one more, dude, just one more. Fucking... Please. Oh, no. Always one short, dude. God. Okay. We've done our... I guess we've done a resupply. We really fucking haven't, but we're going to have to go back now. Oh, nice, Sith. What project are you working on? You just crunched all the numbers, and they're ridiculous. I'd love to hear that. All right, off we go back. We have to get out of this mess. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, the second playthrough is going to be like night and day. Playthrough 1 is trying to figure out what all the fuck this is. Playthrough 2 is going to be, now we know. Let's do it again and better and faster. It's going to be nice once we get there. All right. Back up we go. Yeah, there's my coal plant, by the way. That's what this is. I mean, if you didn't immediately recognize it as coal plant, but we've got two different setups. This one I'm really fond of. That's where we first discovered that pipes could be beautiful. And then I'm getting an opportunity to do it even more over here, which is nice. Oh, come on now. You totally made that jump. Okay, so we got some reinforced frames. That's fine. We have the quick wire. It's time to go back to oil. Supercomputers use so much quick wire. Well, good thing we have a shitload being made all the time. I say shitload. I think we're only actually making 100 per minute right now. We could make 200 per minute if we finished the dynamite research and implemented it. But I keep forgetting to do it. We have enough to put 2 more generators down, which is fine. We don't need them, but I'd like to get this stuff working. The most important thing I think that we could put down is the 4 refineries and get that going. So now that we have the platform made, we have the essential components placed over here. I'm good with the generator facility as it currently exists. I don't think that we need to do more with it right now. We know where it is. The platforms are placed. It's all ready to go. Now what I want to do is start working at the rest of the refineries. We're going to have this be a hallway down here. This is going to be the hallway. Because we're going to wall that. This ends up being 1, 2, 3 wide for the hallway. We start putting the next line of refineries on that side. And I think that's fine. Yep. I actually don't think that we really need to push this out much more, but honestly, if we could avoid doing that, that would be great. I think it's only off by 1 here, and it wouldn't have to be. 4,600 quick wire per minute for 15 supercomputers a minute. Whoa, that's a lot. Yeah, this goes out 1. This is the hallway and then the balcony, but then we'll probably build more out there. Have the pump jack there in the corner and then build more out to the left there, make it sort of an L bend. That way this is on the map. We put a corner here for oil refinery, and then we put one on the corner there for power facility, and then we do one on the corner there. It's going to line up on the map really nicely. When we go out here, it's going to line this up where it's just like it is now. It's going to come over to right there, and then it's going to have this long thing going out the middle. It's going to be really good. Okie dokie. Off we go. This will be our final balcony. We will not be pushing out farther than this. This actually needs to be replaced with a regular. And then all of... Oh, good. My neighbor is back from his day-long motorcycle trip. I hope he had a good time. We all get to listen to him now. Okay, I think it's just me, though. I think you won't be able to hear it. Let's go this way. Just forward. I'm having to use my pinky to hold down Shift and Control. Middle finger over W, and the rest of my fingers are having a fucking aneurysm right now. That's good. Okay, so, yeah, this will be a hallway all the way down, which will be glass. I need new fingies, yes. My God, Sith. Wow, that's a massive product. I mean, you're talking about a scale that I don't have any clue about. I mean, obviously, there's got to be, like, some kind of alternate recipe that lets you make quick wire out of something else, maybe. That maybe you can achieve that kind of quantity, but right now every Caterium node I know about will produce a total of 200. So you're talking about 4,600, and I'm just like shriveling up over here. Okay. So we've got a couple other machines that are going to come in this way, and one of them, well, really, I think that we do 2 refineries just right here on the front. Well, we're going to have 4 total. It's going to be 2 this and then 2 for residual fuel. Residual fuel, I think, can just be... Honestly, shit, let's just set it up the same way that we've had it. With these forwards, just push this forward. So it's going to be exactly like this. We'll put this forward. This will end up being the balcony. Will it intersect with the oil? No, it won't. It'd be perfect. Okay. How deep does this need to be? 4 total. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be interesting once we get to that stage. I don't know if we will. I don't know if we will before the end of this playthrough, because it's going to be, like I was saying to Leandri, that I think there's going to be a point at which, like, I want to save some discovery for update 5. Well, I mean, in the future, we're going to have organized spaghetti, too. We're going to have more organized spaghetti, of course. So I'm sure everybody says that, though. Okay, logistics in. Platform. This is where the refinery actually is. Logistics open, and then this is balcony out. This is the end. Okay, so this is the actual final dimension of the tower here. My spaghetti has evolved into linguine. You bet your ass it did, Fern. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna have these two here. Let's just get to the end and pull them across. There we go. Nice. So that's that. And we just want to build the platform underneath to support it. The beautiful thing about our balcony is that it is wrapping. So it doesn't matter what shape the platform is. It doesn't have to be square. It's just sort of how it's happened so far. I do love that we have this sort of open port where we can bring the bring that oil in. Just plug it right into the factory. Okay, and we got a couple more. I did want to do more glass platforms down here just because I liked being able to see the water under it. It's got kind of an aquarium look. Damn, all this quick wire. I mean, I really believe you now when you, not that I didn't before, but like when we were talking about quick wire and I was like, huh, how much did I set up? And then someone said, I can't remember who it was, you can never have enough quick wire, which I'm starting to understand that more. I'm starting to see what you mean. That's gonna be real fucking messy, but you know what? It's our mess. And we get to clean it up too. All right, there we go. So platform's done. We can actually start putting the walls down for the rest of the way, and fuck you. I think I'm going to places here just so I know this is the end. This is where the balcony goes. We're only using within these spaces, which is, I think, a very important thing to do. This will actually be the balcony all the way down here. Fuck off, dude. Right in front of me? All right. As far down as it will let us go. Was that whole line just clean? Oh, no, we missed one. Shit. Can't have nice things, Chad. Just remember that. You can't have nice things. I think I skipped one again. I didn't. Oh, I did. Never mind. Fuck, dude. Honey dicked. Okay, and that's it? Yeah, that's the balcony. Okay, so now we can put our walls here. Okay, and now we know. See, these are our bounds for the floor. Now we can do whatever the fuck we want. We just have to get it to where it needs to go. So I really think that what we're going to do is actually not this at all. We're not going to end up splitting into the two sides. I think we're just going to bring this one pipe down. And what I want to do is actually change this a little bit now that we're actually using it. Let's get this pipe down, grab this, put these together. We're going to then split in between them, which should be able to just grab this guy, put it in the middle. And I think it goes up. And it's going to go up because I want it to be raised. Shit. Oh, I have this belt raised. The belt's going to stay raised. We're just going to raise this higher. Watch me. If I do this and raise it all the way up, then it's perfectly fine. And this should be able to go over this belt as well. Yes, perfect. I do right there. Yeah, right over it. Cool. So then what we're going to do is have the 4 refineries over here, and 2 of them will take this heavy oil. 2 of them will take... yeah, 2 of them will be making residual fuel. 2 of them will end up making plastic. So the plastic can get turned around right there. So the 2 on the right side will be plastic. The 2 on the left side will end up taking this in order to make residual fuel, which will pipe down and then route just along this wall probably. Probably even just do a wall. Probably just do a wall connector and all the way down and then connect it right there. So I actually want to put a splitter there. I got to be very careful exactly where. So I want it to be able to connect properly. But we're going to do that. That's going to be where the residual fuel plugs into this line. Oh, that's going to be good. It will potentially want to go backwards, though, to fill this tank, but it should be fine. It will end up getting pushed out that way anyway. Okay, but that's something to know. And it also means that we're going to need to have these walls built up. because we're going to use them for travel. So let's get these built. Need to do a couple more platforms over here because they didn't quite reach all the way. Isn't it nice to just see shit coming together? Wait, hold on. Is this our balcony? It shouldn't be our balcony. That's our balcony. So these four here shouldn't exist. Okay. If they're supposed to exist, they don't now. We will change some of these walls out with doors, by the way, so don't worry about that. Yeah, and then here's our balcony on this side. So we still want to continue this. Yeah, we'll definitely have doors here, but for now I just want to get these walls down so that I can do this, which is where the actual wall supports are going to go. Okay, missed the one down here. Nice. It doesn't take that long once you get used to it. I think that's really fucking cool. Okay, so we're just going to have that wall pipe right all the way down there along that end. Okay, so we need the resin that comes off of the fuel machine, which we haven't set up yet. The resin is what's going to be used along with water, so we need to be able to pipe in water as well, which is going to be fine. We only need one pump, which I think if we could put the pump here right next to the actual oil pump jack, I think that'd be really fucking cool too. So let's try that. Let's do production, water extractor. Can we afford it? We can. Water's not deep enough, which makes sense. So we probably do need to put it over here, or we need to do it further off the side, which we can do, which is totally fine. We'll do it right down here, and we'll just pipe the water up along the edge there. We'll have two things going along there, which I think is cool. We can kind of put this wherever. I'd like it to be lined up with an edge here. Do a little bit of wiggle room. Let's pull it as close as we can. Actually, let's give it a little bit of distance. Give it a little bit of distance so that when we put a pipe onto it, is the head lift going to be okay? This is the only issue here, is that this is only right there. Are we going to be able to get it up to that machine without having issues with it? We might just have to pay for a pump here, which I think will be okay. I think I'll be okay with that. I'll be able to live. So far, we've been pumpless, which I think has been pretty cool, but... Oh, shit, yeah, we could do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Then let's get it to turn into a pipeline. So I think we run the water on the outside for now. Yeah, we run the water on the outside for now. We'll do it in the center, too. Let's figure out where the middle is right there. It's right there. Go over 2. And it should be able to connect that pipe straight up there. It will be a little bit of an angle. Then it will be standardized where we can do this, you know, every now and then. 1, 2, 3. And we'll probably just go straight into the wall here. Fuck it. Let's go ahead and put a support there just because it will feel a little bit more secure. Maybe one more right here in the middle-ish. Yeah, good enough. We'll put a port wall right here. Not a gate, you fuckboy. Port wall. So pretty sure the water's going to be needed right on this side. It's going to be needed right in here. I wonder if we might even move this over so it's a port wall specifically right here where it's going to be pulled in. We're only going to need it for 2 machines. We pull it forward. We split off on the first machine to put it into the second. I think it's all going to work out just fine. Put that there. Perfect. Get all that connected from over here if we can. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We're going to end up doing another wall support here. Which I think if we were to just have this one 2, and then this one... I think that's good. Let's have that back one more. Have that back one more. Get rid of this. Get rid of that pipe. And then we can let that spaghetti elbow around. And then it just follows the contour of the wall very nicely. See? It's still so neatly organized. It's stapled up to the wall nicely. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm going to add a ladder here just because I'm tired of running back and forth. Let's just get a ladder just for ourselves, our own sanity. The fuck? I built it too quick. OSHA took it away from me. What? Why can I not? What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Okay. Oh, it's outside the wall. That's why. Okay. Shit. I'll just build a ladder up then. Fuck you. There we go. The honk administered the bonk. The fuck who? Fern? Let me see. Titans? I see no Titans. I've been honey digged. Okay, let's go this way. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hallway. Oh, wait, hold on now. Hallway. First line of production, which is actually the hole. This is the opening. Then it's... oh, shit. This is all one too far out. God damn it, dude. I'm angry. Okay. You gotta die. You gotta die. You're gonna be one sooner, actually. Let's get rid of you. Hold on. This is what happens, though. How did we come to that width? How did we come to this width? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a balcony. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Why is it 9? Hold on. This only needs to go until like right here, and then we have all this extra space over here. This isn't even actually being used for anything. Maybe this is where the cannon goes. This is just open space. We land here? How the fuck are we gonna make that? You know what? We're gonna figure it out. I think like 12 or 13 cannons, entrances, and then we just launch ourselves over this fucking rock, and we land right over here somewhere. This will just be outside. We'll just have an extended balcony for cannoning. We'll probably land right here on this section, right down here. Put a landing pad right here, and then probably have our cannon entrance. Shit, right here. Yeah, we'll build walls up on the back. We'll build these walls up on the back, and then, yeah, we'll put our cannon entrance right here. Just suck us up, take us on the outside of the balcony here, and then once it gets to wherever it needs to go for whatever speed we're going to do, which I think is going to be a fuckload, then we're just going to turn ourselves up like this and launch. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great. Oh, we're going to break our fucking neck. Anyway, this whole thing needs to be pulled back by one, so let's go ahead and do that. This needs to be dropped. These 6. Okay, this needs to be pulled back as well. Yeah. Just double checking. Measure once and cut twice, I always say. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Everything can be fixed. In my line of work, let me tell you, in my line of work, if you fuck up, you just go, well, thank God for engineers. And you just go back to doing what you were doing. The sound engineers will take care of anything you fucked up. The director will make you fix anything that they can't fix. Between the two of them, everything gets solved. Okay, so we are actually going to be pulling the water in directly. Yeah, the water. Right here. So that probably stays, and we just do a port wall right here, which hopefully... No! Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. It's just not going to be as cute. Fine. We want it to be... Fuck off. We want it to be cute. Cute is what makes all this go around, you know? You know what? That's still cute. You never mind. We still got a little bit of a spaghetti elbow bend. I like that. Okay. So now this is here. Water's going to go into... It's actually going to go across. So we actually need this to turn and continue following the wall. Because it's not done there. We really... Okay, so a couple of these lines are going to have to crisscross. They'll get there. It's not going to be as neatly organized as the other side was. There's going to have to be a little bit of crisscrossing. I'm going to get my refinery set up. Let's get our fucking ladder back again. I spent at least 2 brain cells figuring out how to build the damn thing, and then we had to take it off again. Okay. Let's get our refineries put up, which we know how to do. It's going to be not quite centered. It's going to be one off from the center. There. And then it goes 4 in a line. Perfectly divided down that center line you can see there, and then it comes out to be even on the other side. Perfect. And I got the input correct. So now... Oh shit, it is... Oh, fuck off. It is 3 deep. Yeah, the hole needed to be moved. But we are we are going to end up using the same... God damn it, dude. It is going to get pushed back one, because this is going to be the opening, and then this here is the balcony. This is our balcony. For sure. For real this time. There we go. Nice. Okay, so get down here, finish the balcony. God damn it, dude. Need to push that wall back one. The chopping and changing and having to figure things out is a big part of the game to me, and I really do enjoy this. The grittiness of figuring it out and then how clean it is once it's done. That is so nice to me. Okay, so we probably could have put our water pump down there, but I like where it is. I like that it kind of feels like we're utilizing this space that's cut out from what would have been a rectangular tower. It feels like we're still making use of it. Okay, so we've got a refinery set up, and what needs to happen now is elevators in and pipes in. Elevators in over here, because this is where the resin's going to go. Resin goes in there, and then water goes into those two pipes there. So here's what we're going to do. This is the first time that we're piping up, and we probably will have to do a pump. Probably will have to figure out a pump setup. Let's just make sure that, okay, let's see if the water gets there first. We'll hook up the water pump and actually get it pumping. Let's do a wall hook there. No, fuck off. This one. So this right there. 1, 2, is this, would that connect? 2, the fuck? Okay, I don't know if that's gonna work. Let's try this. That works, that's fine. Okay, now we need to get the rest of these walls up there. Which, because we're, oh, fuck off, dude. I hate when it flips it on me. Come on now, stop it. We'll replace doors as we need to. Replace these walls with doors as we need to. It's not an issue right now. We don't really need to get outside again anytime soon. Might as well just finish this wall. Okay, we're there. I got that done. Now we are going to use one of these wall supports. We know that we're going to need to put it off this side here. 1, 2, 3 back from the corner. 1, 2, 3. Should be able to pipe these together. Okay. Oh, don't do this to me. Okay, I know it can fit. It's just being a bitch. There we go. See? I knew it. All right, so where do we want this to actually stop? We need to figure out what the destination's going to be. Figure out the destination, and I think that's going to just be a matter of putting the pipes together. And then probably, yeah, that's a good spot. Right in the middle. We'll do a splitter right off the pipe. You see how quick we're going now? Dude, we fucking got it. I did that wrong, so we got to get rid of that now. Shit. Let's try this again. Good enough. Okay, so now we should be... Man, I do wish we had roof supports. Man, that would be great. Imagine roof supports right now. Okay, so this pipe is probably going to go down to the ground again, and then this will connect to it. So let's bring this all the way down. We know it's going to be on this line, but just not quite where. So let's just watch and just see what the straight and narrow looks like. There we go. We can have that up, and I think that if we... We'll do this for now. This is going to be a temporary pipe. What's going to happen is, I'm pretty sure... Wall supports work on roofs? What? No way. Okay, my dick. Oh, dude, the change. I could have done so much. I could have done this so much differently. This would have been so much fucking easier. God. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we know now. God, fuck, hate all of you. Anyway, got that figured out. Jesus Christ, dude. Life could have been so much easier if I just could have always kept the pipes on the ceiling. Oh, no. Oh, now that I know this. Oh, now that I know. Now that I know. It's fine. We know now. God, look how tight that is. Ah! God, it looks good. Okay. I don't know if that's going to stay there. What I think is going to happen is we're actually going to lower this a little bit. We're going to have a pump that's on a raised platform up to that level. Yeah, that's right, Crash. I think I remember you saying that earlier on when we discovered the wall things. I think I remember you saying that, and then I forgot about it because I'm an idiot. Okay, let's get you. This wall is going to be on this line and then 2 to the left. There we go. Yeah, it's weird that it's different. That's been the only, like, gripe I've had, really, about working with pipes and belts, that this seems like there are different rules for each, which is, to me, not a good thing. So I have no faith that the pump that's at sea level is going to be able to reach this. I know we're going to need a pump. Let's not even fuck around with it. We know that we're going to need a pump. We're going to put a pump. Oh, God. Okay, we're going to do this. Hold on. Bear with me. It's going to be really fucking ugly here for a second. I don't know how big a pump is, by the way. I don't think I've ever used one. Fuck, stop. Go away. Production? Refinery. Oh, God. Where's pump? Special? Logistics. I'd put it in logistics. There we go. It's a pump. What? Fucking excuse me, what? Obviously we pipe into those two. That's a weird shape. Look, we could put it like this. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is that gonna do what I think it's gonna do? Hold the fucking phone for a second. Can we just do this? Can we just stick it onto the pipe? Oh, okay. So if we can get the water up to this level, then we're good. If we can get the water up to this level, then we're good. So let's just get the water to here. Okay, well, I guess we have to pull this off the wall a little bit. Let's have this not be as high. Let's have this be that level. Because we know, let me just check real quick. I can bring... Okay, I can't drag it down, unfortunately. That's really sad, actually. Okay. So what we'll have to do... This is cute. It's not going to work here, though. It's going to be good for an output, but not for here. I need to be able to do this, which is going to be all the way up. It's not going to be high enough, but it's going to be enough that we can drag it forward until it's ready to meet with this guy. So it's going to be this. Pretty sure that will be fine. We're going to pull that back. I do like it doing just the 90-degree turn. We could bring this down and just do what we normally do here. Just there, and then all the way up, and then it connects in to this guy. And then we put the pump here, because I know that the water should be able to reach this, no problem. But getting higher than that? No fucking way. No way. No way. So it's got to be able to reach the pump, and that's the whole point. So if we get the pump here, I want it to be over that, and I'm pretty sure it will get rid of it. Oh, I can turn it. Oh, I can rotate it. Nice. Suppose we should have it just pump straight up, right? I think that'd be the cutest. Yeah, it does get rid of that middle section. Nice. Nice. Dude, that's so cool. Okay, so now we just got to get it connected to power, which we'll do through a ceiling route, which will just go that way, and as it connects to everything else at that point. So now, all that we need is... Yeah, we need the heavy oil coming in together like this. So we'll do another splitter. Oh, I'm so hungry, chat, dude. Oh, I ate a light dinner because I'm trying to be a good boy, but I regret it, and I'm hungry. Fuck. All right, so let's do this pipe down. I think right there is good if we just bring that all the way up. It shouldn't. Fuck, it does anyway, doesn't it? Oh. Right here in the middle is correct. And we do, I think, right there. Yes, nice. Okay, so now we just got to get this pipe connected to that one. So what we're going to do is drag this around basically to the wall. Till the sweat run down my ball. All right, let me do that. Get up. It's kind of clipping into the wall. I don't like it that way. Okay, never. All right, we'll do that. 1, 2, and then to the left so it doesn't clip up all the way. Good. What about being a good boy? No, never mind. We fucking canceled that. Okay. So now we can do this. I just don't know what's in line. Give me the guidelines, you slut. Okay. That should be fine. Is it in line? Of course it's not. Should be able to put that there though. And then the two should just connect normally. Just do that. That's good. Okay, cool. We will fill the reservoirs first. Then it will pump out into this machine, which if it doesn't get all the way up there, I think we just do another pump. I think we just plan for another pump. No, because the output is there. It should be fine. It should be able to reach it just fine. The water is the only one that needs a pump because it's pumping from down here up to 15, 16 meters high. Yeah, that should reach. If it doesn't, we'll raise that a bit more. We can make it happen. We just hope that we don't have to. We'll use a stackable. Honestly, I think 3 stackables might be better than this. Okay. We'll just have to see if the water pump gets to this and this pump gets it the rest of the way, then we're fine. If not, then we'll have to do configuration. At worst case scenario, we have to use 2 pumps. But because we know that this is what, 14 meters high? We know that right there is 14 because of our elevators here are 16. From right here, it's 16 units up. I'm pretty sure that's 16 meters. Or no, this is 17 meters. Okay, so we'll see. We'll just have to see. Just have to see, Chad. Okay, it's gonna have to be something we check. The only thing that needs to go into these machines is that we probably need to pull this back because we can't get to the item. Yeah, I might have forgotten about that one. Shit. Okay, well, let's fix that. Shit. I thought it was cute, but it was cursed, so couldn't keep it. This one's fine because the only input is the heavy oil. There's no physical input, right? Hold on, let's just check. Let's just check fuel. Yeah, the alternate recipe just takes 1 insert. The plastic takes water and so yeah, the plastic and the rubber both take. Okay. Your powered pumps will show their head lift as well, so I should get it powered first. So that'll be good. Thanks, Crash. That's good information to know. I don't know that I would have seen that immediately. Okay, so let's get our item inserters figured out. They can just come straight down, or can they? This is going to be in a shitty position. I suppose that the pipes are going to need to go forward. That's going to be how that works. The pipes go forward in order to get around the item inserters. Yeah, so let's prioritize the elevators. Let's just pull this back. Get rid of this. The pump will be left in limbo. Let's just get all of that back and leave it on the wall where it belongs. Okay, so let's get our elevators in. Pull this down. The conveyor can go all the way down to the bottom because that's where it's going to be pulling from the other side ultimately, and I think we're actually going to do a splitter here. This is our residual plastic machine, for anybody who is wondering what we're doing here. As I think is an often asked question. We're going to do a splitter. It should be a 50-50 splitter between the two. Pretty sure that's right. We'll pull from here, too. Gate wall. The fuck? Oh, that's why I keep selecting this. Hold on, let me do... I kept pulling up gate wall, like, why the fuck is that on my hotbar? I didn't know what it had replaced because I was dumb and didn't look. Okay, but anyway, we've got that figured out now. We just need to pull the plastic off of this side. We need to pull the plastic off of this side. Which, yeah, we need to go forward a little bit. But we know the measurements, so just need to check them again for how to get this stuff merged. And we'll actually just have the, yeah, exact same thing that we're doing here. Exact same thing. This one goes on the center. The other one goes on the line 2 units over. So it's 2.5 units to the left. So this one goes in the center. This pod right there, and it's exactly here. This, oh, we're not going to be able to, yeah, because this goes here. It's not going to be able to go back without going through the pipe. We're going to have this one go forward as well. And then this one will have to be turned around. They're also off by 1, so that's fantastic. Fuck me. Jesus. You'd think I'd know how to place these damn things by now. Half of this factory is made up of fucking splitters and inserters. You'd think I know how to use them. All right, let's get a belt between them. This is the only one that actually does have to be done backwards. Yes. Feed yourself, my child. Let's go this way. We're going to do... This should be enough space if we do this. Let's figure it out. Push this up there. We know it's going to take 16 right before 18. Should be 17 units tall is what we're doing there. But the insert is actually only about 12, maybe? The insert point? Okay, put that in. Yeah, thanks so much for telling me about the measurement. I never even think to look at that UI element there that tells me how much the thing is costing. I just kind of refuse. Oh yeah, no, this doesn't line up though. That's the problem. It's cute, but it doesn't line up. Yeah, no. I gotta fix this again because I gotta do the one belt unit out again. Fuck. Someone in chat, probably gonna be Shabby. He's like, I knew you were supposed to do that. Fucking Shabby. There we go. Little bitch. All right, there we go. Perfect. And there we go. Nice. So we got that. Now we put our elevators up, and we just never look at them again. Okay. Oh my god, my stomach is like having a fucking riot right now. Feed me. 16. Yep, there we go. Really, I don't know why it doesn't make it cost 17 if it's going to be 16, 16, 18, 18. You know, why not just do it every other unit? Be like, this is 17. There we go. Okay, cool. And then this comes out, and it did not, in fact, get as far as it needed to go. But we could do, like, one extra unit and then turn it. Yeah, we really, honestly, probably could have made that turn there. Yeah, let's try it. Let's just make that turn. Oh, yeah, no, that's cursed. Well, is it? Yes, it is. Okay, so we'll go one more. One unit, and then we turn. Okay, and then this will run along the wall, all the way the wall. We actually want to get it up. Let me see if I can get this all to altitude first. We're going to get it all the way up there. Perfect. Bring this along to the wall, and we're actually just going to put the next pole here. We're going to do wall supports there, wall mounts. So we know that it's going to plug in right there. Plug it like that, it should be fine. Let me see if this is the right altitude as well. Yup, okay. So now we do this. Let's put another one right there. That feels like it's a good spot. Problem. We're going to have to make it raise higher, or we just bring it lower. Yeah, we just lower it at this point, and then we lower it by this point, and it curves right. So we need this to be the bottom, so this will be the last wall mount. Right there. Pretty sure that's right. Yeah, and then it goes to the bottom. Let's go ahead and do our lower poles. This goes here. We probably just do an S-bend swerve. Probably just swerve it right there. And then continue this down all the way to Georgia. Okay, and then we're going to have this, and we're just going to figure out where these two can make their turn properly. There we go. Yeah, organized spaghetti is the best way. It's the best way. It's as nature intended. That if you're going to do capitalism, you should at least have it be well organized. All right, there we go. A little bit of a swerve. It's totally fine. That's the part where all of the resin's gonna go wee and throw their hands up in the air. Yeah. Okay, so that is now connected. Oh, beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful, dude. Okay. So we've got that in. All of the outputs are in. We just got to get things powered, and we're really going to have the entire factory ready to go before we plug anything in, which I think is awesome. Okay, so we've got this going in. Now we just need to figure out the pipes. Can I? I cannot. Really? I can't? Would be really fucking cool if I could. But no, I can't. Okay, so we're going to have a pipeline wall, which is just going to be pointing down. Oh, shit, that's nice. Actually, please just do it. Oh. 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 This is so much nicer than what I've been doing. I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to try and make it work. Okay, never mind. We're going to pull that back by one more. Just one more. A little bit of lead room. Oh. Hold on, this actually needs to go up one. it's too close to the edge. Right in the middle of the platform. Yeah, that's the stuff. Shit, right there. That's the spot. Oh. There we go. Come on, now grab this. Boink. Nice. Oh. That's some good shit right there, because all they got to do now is just merge. It just merge, and then we split down the middle. Oh man, when it just works out. You know what? We're even gonna do this one at a slight angle. I'm gonna do this one at a slight angle, because watch it. We're gonna do this. We know that the middle's right there. Gonna bring that up to the. Oh man. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, dude. Okay, it's so satisfying to see it. Just get nicely organized like this. It's a little bit too far. We need that to go back a bit. Just by like 1 unit. We can measure it too. It's right here in the middle. And it goes 1, 2. Perfect. Connect to you. Connect to you. Now it's a perfect 90-degree bend. Although it's not? No, it is. It just angles down. Okay, we're good. Now pump. We almost certainly will need the pump here, so we might as well put it on. Right in the middle. Then we rotate like this so it's pointing up, because I think that's just cooler. Oh man. Okie dokie. We can connect this power line up onto the ceiling. Go ahead and get this. No, we can't. We're poor. Anyway, so we're going to ignore that for now. Maybe forever. Okay, this is all connected. That's all connected. We just need to get it actually taking the output. Just fine. The output here is going to be plastic, so it's only an item output. We actually don't. We are going to bring it down, but like we're going to bring it down. Yeah, we're going to bring it down. Hopefully the item output isn't right above this. If it is, we'll merge it to right there, and then we'll bring it down. Which is probably what we're going to do anyway. This is going to be a liquid output, which we're going to route. We're going to route on the lower, so we probably are going to end up doing stackables right. No, we're not. This needs to move. We're going to push this back one, let the belt be straight through here, and then we're going to have a stackable line that goes this way, so the pipe actually runs this way, and then can go up and connect to the wall there, and then go along its main route. Having this connect on the wall is actually a problem at this stage. Having this on the wall is actually a problem too. This needs to push back. That needs to come off the wall, so it'll also just stay here. That's what we're going to do. Have a good night, Featherfall. Thanks for hanging out. This is also, I think so, for us as well. Problem that we'll have to wait for Thursday night. I know, I'm sorry. Honeydicking, you're right there, but if that isn't a beautiful sight right there, oh, it's just the way that we're able to get the pipes to reach around and hook up to each other, and oh, it's just so nice. Hey, if you enjoyed the show, you should consider following the channel. I'll be back on Thursday night. Let's see, confirm. That's right. Oh, there we go. Follow the YouTube too if you want to see how we got to this point. I had a damn good time tonight, as I always do with you guys. Where's the button? There's the button. That'll be up on YouTube within 48 hours. You find me on Discord. If you want to support the channel, you can sub. Just be here and watch. That's the best thing you can do. We also have a Patreon for anybody else who might be an oil baron and wants to throw cash at me. I will dance for it. And I'll let you put that money where you want. I'll let that go wherever you want it to go. But for me, I'm going to bed. I'll see you on Thursday. Good night.